Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Giant tag return. That's the title tonight. I believe this one is from, let's see, I believe it's the 122.26 return. Let's see. This has returned. Tag. Oops, hold on. Tag 122.26. All right, cool. So, giant tag return. Tag 122.26. Let's see. Group return. More fuel for Pokey Shuffles. The Pokey Shuffles have been on fire lately, man. They've been going really crazy. Mr. Streaming Late. It's kind of different. We're at 12 a.m. in the morning, right? And we used to start at like 1 or 2. So this is actually earlier than that. We've shifted a little bit earlier. And then we have kind of a hard cap at finishing at 3. We used to run on to like 5 or 6. No more of that. Got to be done by 3. Those are the rules. All right, so I can see here I got some stuff to print out. I'm going to delete these emails over here. Good. Joseph Smith ordered a round of shipping before we stopped. Karis was working on my PayPal for me. She's such a good side hoe. Let's grab this. Miss Six already sent $40 for the Rayquaza break. Very good, Miss Six. She's helping me gather information for taxes because my accounting company that I pay hundreds of dollars to a month just can't do it. They can't figure it out. They're horrible, dude. I'm going to change accounting teams. By the way, you guys want me to zoom out for a second? There it goes. You can't even see it. It's too much stuff. All right. So we'll get that off the table in a second, though. Let's see. So let's read out what's in the submission. In fact, let's go back to the tag sub channel. This submission has returned. And what I actually need to do is grab a link to this stream. Let's go ahead and open this, actually. We're going to open up the stream. And then we're going to pin the shop. Yes, you can go shopping from the website now. How nice. Okay, we're going to choose pin website. So that part's done. And then now we're going to grab a link to the actual stream. Let's head over to the returns channel. We're going to say at here. Tag submission is back from January. Weird that the January one came second. And then we want the number for this submission. The number is going to be, it is, so that you can look it up. All right, and send. So we've pinged the Discord because a new tag submission has returned from January. Now we can go back over here and see, here it is returned. Put it in here as well. Oops. Now we want the link again. Lot of organizing. Organized. You have to be organized or else people will miss their stuff. Come on, we don't want this. There we go. All right, there we go. This has returned tag 12226 or whatever. Now let's read out what's in it. Alexander Noor, Kuromi Medizu, Edward Shelton, Ninetales AR, Edward Shelton, Charizard Obsidian SAR, Obsidian Flames Charizard, Gabriel Gallegos, McDonald's Pikachu, Gold. Ooh, that'll be tough to track if I sent one in too. Golden Altaria. Oh yeah, that's a gentleman who's online. His Dark Charizard is back. Joseph Valente, Rockets Mewtwo from Mega Dream. Jose Arredondo. So the Jose Arredondo, I sent his cards in, the Korean Houndoom and Moltres, and they rejected them. So I think I updated that when I got the email, sadly. Mark J. Valerian, Tatsugiri, white card. A white card. What's that mean? Jimmy Torres. I got to remember this. So I got the Korean cards back, but a Tatsugiri 226. What's he doing with the Tatsugiri 226? Halo Upper Deck Pavium for Mr. Jimmy, and Halo Upper Deck Hunter for Mr. Jimmy. Finally, Mark J. Valerian has a Leafeon SAR and a Charmander AR. All right, so help me remember that. Let's start going through these. Oh, and let's just say I fell. No, 6, you can't fall. Here we are. Let's grab this. We're going to open up the chat room now so I can see what you guys are saying. Minister, back at it again with the nighttime stream. So let me go to all messages. You know what else is nice about big tag or PSA returns, which I don't think we'll have any more big ones like this anymore. They're going to be like 100 card returns from now on. So my goal is 2 100 card returns per month now for tag. But what I was going to say is when we get a big return back, we get plenty of cards for giveaways. So now we're going to have lots of giveaway stuff. Lots of slabs for giveaways. You guys like that, don't you? Or you can tell me that you like it. You don't have to be shy. So I got to get these returns in to do giveaways. Maybe it was myself on accident. When will PSA December, January show up? I feel like it's taking forever. Yeah, it is taking forever. And you know what? They're not even working on them. They're in research right now. They're working on like more recent ones that we sent to PSA. They're doing them out of order. Actually, they're doing this one out of order. So we already received the February return. So why did we just now get the January return afterwards? Kind of weird, isn't it? So I guess grading companies just don't always do orders in order. So yeah, let's get started. We got a Flareon. I'm sorry, that was a Vaporeon and now Flareon. Here's a Raichu. Raichu 9. Here's a Spearow. Got a 9. Some more. It looks like I sent some Old Maid in this submission too. So we're going to have some bonus Old Maid cards. A Wobbuffet got a 9, huh? Metagross. Cool. That's cool. Scolipede. That's cool. I like that. Here's a nice English Pikachu again. Obviously. Oh, man. Look at that Umbreon. I love that Umbreon. He's so cool. He's so affordable. Here's a Gengar 9. That sucks. So he'll be like 20, 25 bucks. All right, those are all coming down. Those are clearly mine. We're going to stack them over here. All right. What do we got here? We've got Gengar 10, Gengar 10, Gengar 9. Okay. So I do like the Gengars. I'm a big fan of those. Of course, one of the problems is eventually all of you guys will have a Gengar and you'll be like, I don't need that one anymore. Give me a different one. Ooh, 3.5 on our Scyther. Ooh, Muck 6. Wow, that's cool, man. Even when they don't grade 10, those are so cool. A little modern hollow, just a little Raikou. Maybe make us a little money on a modern hollow. I don't know. Here's a little Master Ball Vaporeon. This got a nice 8. So it's really unlikely for those to grade 10. So I'm not surprised by the 8s. We got an 8 on this one too, you can see. That's not a surprise. This is a major disappointment. This should have been a 10. That's really sad. This is not as much of a modern hollow. This one's almost 7 years old. So that's an old hollow. 7 years is a long time ago. 7 years. Oh man, it's been a while. But that would have been back when we first got started. And I probably, look at this. This is from 2019 as well, but it didn't grade 10. It graded 8.5. What a pity. So if I get a holographic card, a junk card, and it grades 10, you're like, oh, this guy's making so much money. Look at this other card I got to get rid of. It went for 8.5. So I'm going to lose money on that one because that's not going to sell for even break even. I'm going to lose money on that one. You got to subtract that from the cards that do make money. Now, this is a big deal. This is reverse hollow 25th anniversary Dialga. The Japanese version of the 25th anniversary had 2 types of hollows, standard and specialty reverse hollows. The reverse hollows were like a bonus hit, right? They didn't show up in every pack. You had to get lucky to pull one of these. So that is a very nice Dialga, and I suspect somebody will want that. That's a pity. That got a 9. Oh, that is a pity, dude. We'll go over these more slowly as we price them up later, perhaps. That's nice. 25th anniversary Imposter Professor Oak. That's cool, man. Here's a another reverse getting a 10 Kyogre. That's a big deal. Here's a Rayquaza 10. He's just a simple VMAX card. He is from Blue Sky Stream, though, and he's in Japanese. It's a cool thing. Look at this card. I wish this could have graded high. It's crazy that I bothered grading it, but it just looks so, I don't know, like yummy. So that guy's 7.5. Would probably be like 30 bucks or something like that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Kangaskhan 6. This is a bummer. Here's a Rayquaza 9. Rayquaza failing to secure the 10. He does look a little off center, though. All right. Some kind of hair on the back of this. Is that my hair? Is that the cat's hair? Is that one of the workers' hair? Who knows? Somebody's hair. I heard PSA bought BGS. Is that true? Yes, that is true. That's accurate. That happened a while back, though. What do we have here? We've got Magikarp. I just finished handing one of these out in the Poke Shuffles. I love Magikarp and I love Misty's Magikarp. It's very cool. All right, some old maids. We have a lot of those in the Poke Shuffle. No more of those for a little while. We don't want too many at a time. But those were good ones. You saw Deoxys. You saw Point Down Pikachu. I'm a big fan of the. Oh, I'm a big fan of the Point Down Pikachu. Here's Coughing. Here's Snorlax. Now I just saw this. Look at this. This got past everybody, huh? That's too bad, huh? I don't know what happens with this. I presume this is damaged. This is most certainly damaged, right? So we'll send this back to them. I'm sure they'll compensate me on it. Luckily, it's not a super expensive card. But you know, this happens with every company, so it doesn't really surprise me. Um, just how it is, you know. Just how it is. So this one is a fun. This will have been. It looked like it was only going to get a 9 anyways. So not much has been lost there, but that's fun to look at. It's a reminder that when you send your cards to a company to have it graded, it just might get damaged. Keep that, mister. It's so funny. How am I drinking here? Ready? Typhlosion. Okay. Gyarados. Big fan of those. Luffy 9, that sucks. Too many nines, man. We only tens, tens only. Here's Sylveon 10. Notice not a lot of pristines coming in. Here's some of these Pokemon Go's. Here's a Pokemon Go Charizard. Pretty good looking. Mister, what are you drinking? Sparkling water? I got like diet Gatorade. I just felt like having some tonight. It's like drinking Kool-Aid almost. All right, here's a little Blissey. Here's a little Blastoise. Here's a little Mewtwo. Ooh, that looks great. Here's Articuno. Wow. Gyarados. I know that's $85. I looked them up just the other day. That sucks. Squirtle 10. Oh, oops. That's a bummer. Look at this. This guy got a 9. This one would be worth cracking and resending if there was some way to repair him or make him work. Nice. English Master Ball 10 Shelmet. I think I'd only sell that for like $100 or something. I mean, it's hard to pull those Master Balls and then harder to get them to grade 10. The only downside to him is he's Shelmet. I graded this? Dark Finna. I finna bust. I don't know anything about who she is or what she does. I just thought Finna sounded funny. Dark Finna. I finna bust, bro. All right, here's Snorlax. Here's Chansey. Shows you when I'm submitting cards, I still feel pretty stupid. Ooh, there's Dodrio. Here's Sandslash. Okay, good. I wish Tag took in-person submissions. I live like 10 minutes away. Oh, I see a vending series 10. That's a big deal. So here's a Piplup with the 9. That sucks. Here's some of these Tyrannitars. I love this artwork. I'm a big fan. Clam Pearl. This got a 9, sadly. It was a 5 out of 5. Probably still valuable as a 5 out of 5, but still, it would have been good if it was a 10, huh? Okay. All right. So far, so good. I'm seeing some good returns here. Wow, that's going to be expensive. There's a Komiya Doduo from the vending series, and this would probably be like $400 or something. That's a big deal. We need that because I got to pay for this damn submission, man. Oh, here we go. This might not be mine. Who's this? Is this mine? Team Rockets Moltres, 8.5. Was I gifted this? How did I get this card? It's really off center, so I clearly still sent it in. Was this somebody's? I don't think this was somebody's, was it? No. This is mine somehow. Somebody must have gifted it. Oh, I opened one of these. I remember now. I made a video myself opening one for YouTube. And so, of course, one is mine. That was it. And it graded poorly. Ooh, Sandstorm Sand/5. Illumise. Ooh, a high grade on this card right here. Look at this Rising Rivals Weedle 9. Very good. Wow, that looks amazing. Look at how scratched up it is. It's obvious I knew this was not going to grade well, and I just said, screw it, grade it anyways. That's adorable, and it's going to be affordable. Adorable and affordable. Two good things. We like that combination. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have that card. Oh no, he's cute. This guy is one of the best cards in the return. Here's Hoppip. They gotta be careful with their own slabs. There's like a scratch already existing on it right there. I didn't do that. I just got these back. Here's Magneton 5 from Dragon. Look, it's an e-reader card. Cool. Vending Series 9 EV. Parasect. Rapidash. Now, I was anticipating 9s on these. These came out of my not good enough box. See, back a while back, I graded a whole bunch of vending cards, and stupidly, I sold a bunch of them. But I graded a bunch of them, and I created a box of like A tier pulls and B tier pulls. So these are the B tier pulls, and the Dodo happened to be a 10. So that's really nice, actually. Some Mimikyus, not going to run out of those in a second. Here's Tifa 10, Houndoom 9, Houndoom 10, Haxorus. Oh man, that looks good. Oh, man. More Scolopedes. Okay, I graded a couple Scolopedes. Wow, I graded a lot of these Tyrannotars. So obviously, I have a bias for some Pokemon. So I'm a fan of Tyranitar. That's why there's a lot of Tyrannotars. Okay, it's simple, so simple. Another stack. You ready? Here goes. Oh man, this is cool. Is this mine? Looks like it's mine. Sonic the Hedgehog 10. Wow. Just a plain non-hollow Sonic card. That's vintage, 1990s. All right, so here is a Pikachu. McDonald's Pikachu. Where is it? Yep, I see a McDonald's Pikachu was for Gabriel Gallegos. The question is this one his or did I also submit one? Because it's kind of in the pile that's mine. See, look, the next card is this Sandshrew. That was definitely me. Wow, this one's off center a little bit and it's still got a 10. That's lucky. Here is Psyduck. Whoa, Misty Psyduck. Awesome. Fui Coco. That sucks. I shouldn't even graded that. Oh, that sucks, man. So many 9s. Ludicolo 10. That's a $30 card. 9. 9. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's Kuromi. Ooh, Alexandra Noor got a 10 on her Kuromi. There we go. Ninetales 9 for Edward Shelton. This looks like it was his. Oh, what a bummer, dude. 8.5 on the Charizard. And this is most likely Gabriel Gallegos's because it is coming with the other Charizards. This is correctly in the order. Kuromi, Ninetales, Charizard, Obsidian, McDonald's, Pikachu is next. Mr. Gabriel, this one will be yours. Sorry, man. Here's Dark Charizard 7. Wow, that's super cool, man. This gentleman is let me see if I can find him real fast. I'm trying to find him real fast. Give me a second here. Turn my volume up. Turn my volume down so you guys don't get to hear anything. All right. His name is Golden Altaria. He's an international gentleman who has been sending me cards to grade for him. I could do that for you guys too if you're international. All right, here goes. Let me take a picture for him. He'll want to see this. He got such a nice high grade on that. Very lucky. All right, so he's going to be pleased with that. Oh my gosh. So right after that is the Rockets Mewtwo for Joseph Valenti getting a heavy 10. Wow, man. So cool. I'm open to buying this, Joseph Valente. I like Rocket cards, so you just have to say the word. Oh, yeah, this got a 2. Look how damaged it is. Huh. They just gave it a 2. They didn't call it an error. Okay, Tatsugiri. Now, this is mine. So this card's mine. We're missing some. Jimmy Torres, Halo Upper Deck. Is that going to be further in? Here's a Sharpedo. Oh, that's English. Porygon 9. Oh, man, that is so lucky. Vending series. I think they might have misgraded this one. Wait a second. Let's zoom in. Bit thin on the left, visibly thin on the left. Oh, might have been an accident. You know, they're really tough at grading. I think that this one was meant to be a 9. Misgrade. Makes you wonder how often they give you a 9 and it's meant to be a 10. Let me explain what happened here. I'm going to teach you guys because I did a lot of personal grading at home with Cardconomist grading, didn't I? So imagine you work real hard and you hand out a correct grade for a card, right? You hand out, this guy would have been a 9. It's really obvious he's a 9. And then you go to the computer to create the label. Well, you might have sat down and graded him correctly, but when it came time to print the label, instead of printing a 9 on the label, you accidentally print a 10, and then it just gets encapsulated that way. So that's almost certainly what happened here. He's off center. I mean, look at this guy. He's off center in the exact same way, and he got a 9. So, you know, that's pretty wild. I don't know what to think of it. Maybe I could contact them at Tag and ask them to compensate me to give it back to them. I think that one is not meant to be a 10. Now, this one, on the other hand, is a bit closer. He's a little off center at the bottom. See, left to right, a little off center at the bottom, but actually it seems closer to a 10 than the first one. That looks pretty dang cool, man. Oh, yeah, I'm loving these. These cards are so neat. Oh my gosh. Now, this one's mine, right? Yes? Yes, here it is. Check this out. I remember submitting these. I had no clue what they were. Treasure campaign pack, Portgas Diez. That's a promo. So I believe that's expensive. And then here is, oh, I'm getting so lucky right here. But Ace here said you deserved it. Look at this. Mr. Keep the error tag. Here's Sabo 10. Ooh. Wow, lucky deal. I'm happy with those grades. Pokemon Go Tyranitar. Man, I could just start stacking these right now. How's this not going to the moon? This has got to be one of the best looking modern Tyranitars. Looks great. There's Venusaur. There's a Yucky Melmetal, got a 9. Dragonite got a 9. That sucks. Zapdos got a 10. Moltres got a 10. Poor Dragonite got a 9. So some of these grades I'm quite pleased with. I don't know what to do with the Nidoran. Maybe they did consider it a 10. I'm not sure. To me, it looks off center. Maybe it still got a 10 because of its aggregate grade. But to me, that looks like a mistake, like it was meant to be a 9. We are. If they want to buy it, if they want to take the card and reduce it from a 10 to the 9 and then compensate me for that, I would be all open-minded to that. Could be very good for their brand. Now, we're still missing a couple for you guys. Well, we've got all the way up to the Tatsugiri, but we didn't find the Halo upper decks. So here we go. There's one last stack. Flag on these. Poor Nami. Poor Nami. She got 9. Look at this, though. Ooh, loving that Hound Doom. So beautiful. I took a shot at this. I thought, hey, maybe we get a 10 on this Chansey with tag. That's a bummer, man. Overall, I'm pretty happy with those grades, though. That Poliwrath got a 10, and that's got me real excited because that's a money card. I don't know what that Poliwrath. Let's look it up, man. I don't know what that Poliwrath goes for, but it's probably not cheap. PSA 10 Poliwrath vending. Because of the unique art style, I guarantee you that's kind of a pricey card. Yeah, so here we go. The cheapest Poliwrath vending series is 2.5 thousand. That'll pay for almost the entire submission. Thank heavens. You need that, because it's very expensive to do these gradings. So you need a card like that to make it worth it. Here's Arcanine. Here's Gyarados 9. That sucks. Is that Kumio Dodowo? Yes, sir, it is. Here's Boa Hancock. Hancock. Here's, I heard this card's going up in value, this Ghastly. So that's kind of cool. Here's BJ Gengar. You know why I call him that. Here's, by the way, smash that like button if you guys are having fun, okay? Trade Fed's Mysterious Conspiracy. This got a 10. That's out of 75. How cool is that? Now, two of them. Here's Snorlax. Not bad. Ooh, that'll be a little bit pricey, I think. That's 20. That's 2020 Darkness Ablaze Melodic Reverse 10. Getting pretty old and melodic. It just looks really pretty. Hard to get a 10 on some of those English hollows. Back then, you didn't get 3 hollows per pack. You got 1 hollow. I tried to grade this from Crimson. It looks like they gave it an 8.5. Oh, that's so harsh, man. All right. Sword and Shield Snorlax. Is this just a non-hollow Snorlax? Wow. What an experiment. I said, hey, let's give this a shot, see where it goes. Look, this is a non-hollow card from 2020, but it is a Snorlax. What do you think that would sell for? Maybe $35? Here's Mimikyu, also from Darkness Ablaze, managed to snag the 10, and that is just a non-hollow common. Really shouldn't be worth anything because there should be bazillions of these. So that's very curious that I decided to do that. I must have just decided to play around with yellow border commons. It all comes down to whether they sell. I wonder if they sell. I mean, I think at the right price, just because they're a 10, they're going to sell. Very fascinating. I was experimenting. I must have picked really carefully to have a shot at a 10 on those. Larvesta 9. That's too bad. Now, this one makes more sense. It's from Ancient Origins, and he just wasn't good enough. That's too bad. Why not Reverse Hollow 9? That's too bad. Leafeon is this is, are we continuing? This is the group submission, right? Yeah, so this appears to be Mark J. Valerian. Ooh, congratulations, Mark. You got Leafeon 10. And this appears to be his Charmander getting an 8.5. Yes, this is Mark J. Valerian's Charmander. Here's another Lord of the Rings getting a 10. That will be mine. 9. That's a really cool scene. Here's a 9. Here's a 9. Here's a 3. And here's a Chansey 5. And here is a Mr. Mime 9. All right. Why did I not see the Halo upper decks? Were they not graded? Oh, they weren't graded. The Halo upper decks weren't graded. Here they are. Okay. I wonder why they weren't graded. I knew I'd received a couple cards that weren't graded, but I didn't realize it would be those Halo cards. I wasn't thinking about it. All right. Let's take a look. Ineligible. Well, there's the Hunter. How about Pavium? Oh, yeah, there's Pavium right there. Okay. All right, so those cards were rejected. Jimmy Torres. What happens? Did I have to pay for that? Extra card. Oops. Did I have to pay for this? Do I get my money back? Did they charge me for this? I don't know what happened. Oh, yeah, they didn't want to grade this one because it was in a different language. Silly. I didn't even notice that when I submitted it. But there we go. So they didn't want to grade these, I guess. I'll have to send them to PSA. We'll need to have, Jimmy, you'll need to give me the rest of the money for a PSA grade. And maybe I'll forward it to PSA. But what I'm curious about is, did they charge us for not grading them? That's the question. All right, so there we go. They're all back. Lots of 9s, lots of 10s. How did I feel about this submission? Quite excited. I saw a lot of good cards hitting 10s. But especially those vending series cards hitting 10s is a super big deal. I don't know about that Nidoran, though. I'm not going to think of it as a 10 in my head for now because I don't want to get overly excited over a card that appears to be wrongly graded. But the other ones, especially that Poliwrath, have me very happy. The Poliwrath, cheapest one on eBay, 2.5 thousand. That's a big deal. It's a really big deal. All right, so now we have a really large. Oh, and this crazy guy, huh? Did you guys see this? What do you guys think of this? So We got it appears to be a damaged card. They seem to have encapsulated it wrong. It slid during the encapsulation, and it got past them too. It got past quality assurance. They should have caught it and then told me, "Hey, bro, we broke your tie frozen." Oops. All right, I'll keep that there for now. As long as you're not the Loch Ness monster. I want to see the Doduo. That's a really fun Kamiya card as well. So let's see the Doduo. Okay, we're gonna say vending Doduo. We are 30 minutes into the stream. Oh, I can't even find one for sale. Let me check sold. Last sold on April 6th for $600. Woo! That's pretty good. 6 honeys on for this card right here, 600. That's last sold $600. Wow. Because it's an old vintage card, one of these unique vintage cards. So let's start sleeving up everyone's return now, shall we? Starting with Mark J. Valerian. Congratulations on your Leafy bro. It's a great card. Remember, you can ask me to consign your cards if you wish. So you also had the Ruined Tatsugiri. They just handed out a 2 to it. They didn't do anything unusual to it. Turn this down. Where are the Lord of the Rings cards from? Those are Topps Chrome Lord of the Rings. We actually sell them live if you want to open a pack. May I sell my Leafeon to you? Yeah, I would be interested in the Leafeon. We are. We would just do, so for price, we just do latest buy it now. Look at that. I'd love to buy that. Where's Joseph Valente? Get that guy in here. I could probably buy a single of this and get it graded. We are. And then there's the English version to chase after, alternatively. All right, Mark. So here's how it would go, Mark. It would work very much like consignment. It would be by cheapest buy it now. Mark J. Valerian. It would go by cheapest buy it now. And then you would get a 75% offer on that. Is that all right with you? All right. Just like if you had sold it on the table and received a payout. We are. Set that to the side for a moment. Okay. Can I just get store credit back for the 2 Halo grades? I don't know. Well, it depends on what they charged me because I don't think they gave me a refund. I don't think they refunded me. I think they charged me the full amount. So let me think about it. I think it would be unfair if I paid for them to go in and they charged me for it, but then I paid you a refund anyways because you voluntarily paid to have them go out. So in a way, it's sort of like, in a way, it's sort of like you paid to test it out, isn't it? Here it is. Let's see, Joseph Valente. I'll need a second to think about it. I don't really have a policy for that, so I don't know how to feel about it. There it is, Joseph Valente. All right. I do feel bad for you though, so we are. Maybe I could give you a partial refund at the very least. Maybe like my labor, right? So some of the cost is the cost of grading. Some of the cost is the cost of my labor. Uh, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a little less than $10 per card, maybe like $8 per card. Howdy, Mr. Long Time. Hey, what's up, Mr. October? Don't think they supposed to charge you. Well, it's not about whether they're supposed to charge me. It's whether they did or they didn't. So I didn't recall receiving a refund. What they do is they just tell you it's ineligible. The way it works with them, you pay up front. When you grade with them, they pay up front. And so maybe what I can do is identify what that payment looks like in my bank account and see if I've ever received a refund from them. Give me a second. I might be able to do that real fast. Not really a fun thing to do live, but let's see if I can figure it out. Let me tell you something. When PSA does something similar to that, they don't refund you. PSA, like for example, if you send your cards in to be cross-graded and they decide that they're not going to cross the card, they just keep the money. So sometimes these companies are like, nah, we're going to keep it. What would the company be called? It Tag, right? So let's search for Tag. Here it is, Tag. So I see tag grading. There might have been a refund. Let's see. Let me divide this by a number. Oh yeah. Well, no, that doesn't add up because that's not equal to the number of cards that we received back. They might have refunded me. It looks like I received a refund from tag grading. So why don't we go ahead and assume that that's the returned amount for the card that they did not grade. So I say we go for it. Some of the cost though of doing some of the cost of submitting your card is also my cost. It's not just the cost of the submission, but the cost of the shipping and the cost of my time as well. So I'd like to offer you $25 back per card. Would that be okay? We are. If you'd like to cancel, because what I was proposing is that we forward it to PSA instead. All right, so Miss Six, into the Rayquaza you go. Let's get this for Miss Six. She's been watching a long time. We're waiting for a little response for him. Here you go, Miss Six. Are you guys excited for that Rayquaza break? There we go. Well, I'll leave it to your discretion then, Mister. What you think is right. I think I would be willing to do uh, a refund where it's actually most of the money. But you got to remember, I actually paid for a couple things. I paid for supplies, like a ship, like all the shipping, all of the, like the sleeves and the semi-rigid, and then I would say my time really. So I'm not asking much. I'm asking $5 per card, and that would cover all those things. Yeah, all right. So just think that over for a second. Let me know if you think that sounds okay. And so you would receive $25 back per card. Here we go, Mr. Golden Altaria. I'll have to remember that for next time too, because Altaria. There we go. Yes, just do the credit for now. All right. Sounds good to me. So you'll have $25 times 2, and that's Jimmy Therese. Okay. It's going to be a total of $50. Jimmy, you now have $50. Sorry about them not grading. Maybe at the time we didn't even know if they would grade them. I'm not sure. Now, do you have a bag, Mr. Jimmy, that I can put these into? Let's see. Kind of sucks, you waited since January. It's all part of the process, though. I've done a lot of grading, Jimmy, and I've had a lot of cards get rejected over time. It's all part of the process. I guess for me, it's just something I'm used to these days, not a surprise. I've experienced it so many times. Okay, those will be thrown away. And now let's get these nice, lovely Halo cards into your bag. We do know that PSA grades those, by the way. So tag saying we don't want to grade them because we don't know what they are. We don't have a system for checking them. PSA does grade those. There we go. All right, Jimmy Torres. I got a lot of prep and don't want to. Can you yell at me? Get your lazy ass up, boy. Get back to work. Something like that. You know, um, in my family, when they wanted to motivate you, what they would do is they would beat you really hard. So just imagine a really angry woman with a red face and her teeth showing, and she's got like the belt, right? And she just starts beating you on the head. And then because you don't want to be beat on the head anymore, you start working really fast. So you get out there, man. Get out there and make money. Here's Gabriel Gallegos, normal stuff. Maybe you can imagine it's like a sandal or whatever fits your childhood, whatever you experienced on your side. Just imagine someone so angry they want to like destroy you. Gabriel Gallegos. Okay. Maybe you get motivated by something else. Imagine you got like a competitor, right? And he's trash talking you. He's like, this guy's tacos suck. And he's out there and he's got like fans, and the fans would be like, we don't even like the other guy's tacos, and you got to go beat him now. Something like that. Maybe that'll work. Sometimes competition makes you want to compete more. I love when my wife beats me. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Edward Shelton. There we go. Okay, 9 tails for Mr. Edward Shelton, getting a 9. 9 tails and a grade of 9. Better put that in the rules, mister. Here we are. Edward Shelton. There we go. Good. And now, Kuromi. Oh, yes. So I also submitted a Pikachu, and mine happened to grade 10. I'm back, says Mr. Lucas. Lucas, how's it going, man? Okay. Ooh. Okay, okay. I'm not sure if that requires a rule, do you think? The whole the issue on the refund, it's kind of a common sense kind of, for me it's kind of common sense, because part of the cost of sending your card out to grade isn't just the cost of grading, it's actually the labor, and it's the shipping, and it's the materials. So all those things get burned, and they are part of the, whether or not you get the refund, a full refund or not, I would say. All right, Miss Six, thank you. But yeah, I mean, maybe there should be some kind of simple explanation. It's such a rare scenario too. In fact, it's so rare that I, was just thinking about it this time, wasn't I? Six says one live custom. Oh, Six. Been a long time. I love the late night runs. I can see someone freaking out. You never know. You think Six would freak out? Freak out. All right. The live customs. Old. Sorry, Six. The live customs and the pokey shuffles have been going real hard. By the way, this should be ticking up to 10. Did you guys see the new lightning break? Here it is, Giovanni's Nidoking. We got the breaks, guys. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Look at this guy, huh? Last sold for 600, none for sale on the internet. Ooh, what should I grade him? Or what should I price him at? All right, there we go. Just finished my drink off. My drinky winky. Well, the last one sold for 600 and there's none for sale. Um, I wonder if I should risk putting this up on eBay and asking for a much larger amount. Like, it wouldn't hurt me to test out the $1,000 range, would it? Put that back. I'm gonna set this to the side for the moment. Where can I set this? I need to work on it. All right. Six, thank you so much. Rafael Gonzalez says one live custom, one Pokey Shuffle, 3 prismatics, one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and one bag sort. You got it. Let's start with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oops, that's Doctor Who. Why is this Doctor Who pack all over the place? There's always a Doctor Who pack. I love seeing those old vintage Pokemon cards, even though they didn't get like a 10. I know they're all going to be priced around like $40 and $65. And it's just a nice, fun way to collect some vintage. All right, starting with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, good luck on the Turtles. He could pull a major chase card. Null Group, Cowabunga, Urukusaki, Utom Scientists, Ice Cream Kitty, Fugitive Droid, Janika's Technique, Shredder's Technique, Thriving Moor, Forest, April O'Neil, Ninja Pizza, Raph and Leo, Arch Arcbound Ravager. Ooh, interesting. And Armagon, Future Shark. Yeah, Street Sharks. That's cool. We got Street Sharks, guys. Remember Street Sharks? Ninja Turtles ripoff. There we go. Who remembers Street Sharks? I was gonna say 1K. It'll go up to that soon. Yeah, well, with it being sold out, maybe, huh? April O'Neil. That's not April O'Neil. Lies. That's an imposter. Here's Shred. What did you do with the real April O'Neil? There you go. Okay. You can't trick me. Probably one of Shredder's tricks. Check PayPal orders when you have time. Yes, sir. That's what I'm doing. There's a couple PayPal orders. We got to go in order. Do you remember Beetlesborgs? Beetlesborgs. No. Beetlesborgs. Here we are. Mr. Raphael. I remember Star Trek The Borg. So this is in going in here, but we're not done. You need a bag sort. Let's get those 3 prismatics. I remember Beetleborgs. Wait, let me look it up. I might remember it. Beetleborgs. Nope. Nope. That must have been beyond my time, or I must have missed it. Before my time, not beyond. Beetleborgs. I remember that one YouTuber made a video about it, though. What was his name? John? There we go. Ooh. Let's take this down. Let's take this down. Pass it around. Ooh. It's Thursday night. We've got Poke Shuffles. We've got live customs coming out the wazoo. We've got slabs coming out the wazoo. A lot of cool stuff just arrived. We're the same age. Law, you missed it. Okay, I must have missed it. There's a rat-tat-tat on the loose. What? Okay, here goes Raphael. You've got Giacomo. Giacomo sounds like a skin condition. If you've been diagnosed with Giacomo, contact contact your healthcare provider. And here's Pheasantipity. Torta Thursday. Tonight is Torta Thursday. Torta Thursday is ladies' night. Hey, ladies. Should we have a ladies' night? And what would the rules be on a lady? What would the rules be on a ladies' night? Yeah, como. All right, check it out, Raphael. You got some holographics. Okay. Okay. And some more holographics. So you got a chunk of hollows. You could trade these in to get into the giveaway, or you can trade them in to get into the trade break. You can also trade virtually anything you don't want. There. Okay, some of these. Just a way to get rid of some junk in your bag. Splinter the Mentor. Very cool. Donnie's Bow. Very cool. So you had a very hot round that time. That was a hot round. Master Ball Groudon. I'd say it was pretty good. Ortega, not so good. Scoop Up Cyclone, virtually useless. Okay, a couple of those. We have more turtles. That's kind of cool. Raphael Ninja Destroyer, Trouble in Paris. So there you go. Thank you for opening all the Ninja Turtles. Male Appreciation Mondays. Yeah. All right. There we go. Cuddling, kissing. I don't need any of that stuff. Okay. I'm an alpha male. I watched the Homelander, by the way. The Boys. I watched the new season. There's 2 episodes out. Karis and I just watched that. I recommend it. It's good. It was pretty decent. There we go. You can definitely sense it's the end of the series. There we go. All right, now we're not done. 1 bag sort. You need 1 live, 1 Poke Shuffle. We'll start with the Poke Shuffle. Shoop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 1 eggplant omelet. That's cold. And 1 live custom. Saul Shadow Lord was good too. Oh, Maul Shadow Lord. I heard people complaining about it, that it was kind of a bait and switch. It wasn't really about Darth Maul, it was about some girl. You got 1 poker card. All right, good for you. 1 poker card it is. In my feels right now watching girls. You're girl watching? That's kind of creepy. Okay. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right, Quilava. Quilava. Number 51. Quilava T10. It's kind of a hit, isn't it? Love lifts us up where we belong. Love lifts us up where we belong. I don't remember I don't know what key it starts on. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm like okay at singing. I'm like your average person. Ugh. Man, my older sister was a really good singer. If you guys didn't know that, she just had a booming voice. She had all the keys. She was real good. She was on the Archdiocese Choir of St. Louis, and she got to go and sing in the Vatican too. Super cool. There we are. All right. Very good. Oh. Which the pack name should be there. 1 fossil finds, 2 ocean destruction, 3 veggie frenzy. Veggie frenzy. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. 8 equals $200. Going back in the box. And in Quilava goes. That's a great pull, by the way. Quilava is a nice big pull out of there. If you think about it. Ooh, pretty. Thank you, Raphael. We have an order, Joseph Smith. 3 pokey shuffles. Joseph Smith. Thank you, Joseph. Tell everyone the story of the girl that loved your whistling. Was there a girl that loved my whistling? 1, 2, 3. I know Karis likes my whistling. It doesn't sound very good over the microphone at all. 3 cold ones. I'm tired and pissed because I wish I wasn't so tired. Sorry, those were cold. Are you pissed and tired? Are you tired and pissed? Jesse Salinas, 1 Marvel Masterpiece pack and 1 breakthrough spot. Okay, breakthrough moving forward by 1. Jesse Salinas. Jesse Salinas. All right. Ooh. So this shall go into XY breakthrough. Good. Boop. 5 of these. XY breakthrough is almost finished, everybody. It's halfway done. It's only 14. It's only 14 to get into. Pick one, says Lucas. I think the name should be Purple Nurples. That's my pick. Purple Nurples. I think that would be a great name. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that would be a great name? I think that would be a great name. I was just thinking maybe Purple Nurples. That's a great name. We are. One of the best names I ever named. Purple Nurple. I like it. Purple Nurple. Huh. I like it. Jesse Salinas. Oh, Jesse. My sweet, sweet Jesse. Ooh. Juggy. It's Juggy Not. He's so juggy wuggy. He is Giardian. Ooh, she's got some purple nipples. Here's Psylord. Here's Solo. Here's M. M for Mama. Here's Nebula. Holy. Woo! Look at that nice, big, beautiful bald head she's got. Human Torch. Exodus. Why do girls never go for bald heads? Here's Blade, and here's Deathlock. Girls never shave their heads bald, and it's a pity. Look at how beautiful her bone structure is. You can really see the shape of her skull. See, when girls got all this hair, you can't tell if she's got that good skull DNA, Like, you gotta know if she's got that good symmetry. You know what I'm saying? Look at this girl. This is like, if you have a baby with this girl, you're gonna have a D1 athlete. Oh, man. Sure, purple nipples, like the girl from Wicked. The girl from Wicked. I don't know. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I didn't think of her. You're right. I didn't think of her. Here we are. Yeah, not enough bald girls. If you know what the problem with that girl though is, all of the attention goes to her toward her nose. She does like that big nose ring, and it's just kind of like I don't know, dude. All right, Jesse Salinas. Yeah, I don't think about her head because it's not the main thing drawing your attention. Her nose draws your attention, and she's just got like this big nose ring hanging out of her nose. It's just like I don't know. We got to get the wife to shave her head. Girls never want to shave their heads. They think it's weird. Oh, when I shave my head, it's normal, but when you shave your head, it's weird. When I shave my testicles, it's normal, but when you shave your testicles, it's weird. Let's see. What do we got over here? We got some treats for you guys now, don't we? We got some trick or treats like this Expedition Hop upgrading 6.5. My wife got a little mango head. Here we are. Ooh. How much could we pay to have the wife shave her head? She is sensitive to money. There is probably an amount where she would shave her head, but it probably wouldn't be very cheap. The reason it wouldn't be very cheap is because she is a software engineer making good money right now. And so she would have to be impressed by the amount. There we go. I bet she'd do it for it's a good question. Maybe like 5K. She might be tempted around 5,000. That's on the low side. Like I think if you got it to 10K, she'd be like, "Yeah, I'll do it." All right, what we got? We got Hop It, huh? Hop It Expedition Reverse. Oh, no, wait, we need one more P in there. My girl would do it for 10K. Yeah, I think a lot of girls would consider it for 10,000. All right. It's not going to be very expensive. This is not going to be very expensive. We're going to go with $39 for Hop Up here. Very cute. To reveal the mango head. Now we have an order from our good friend Marius Larson. Marius Larson. Here goes Marius. Mr. Gonna be porking Dr. Strange Sensei. Oh yeah. Oh, that actress is sexy as hell, dude. She's a bit old now though, but she's very sexy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not the shaved head. I just think she looks cool. Yeah. Yeah, there's different kinds of looks. Some people can look like straight up like corn, basically, right? Like think Belle Delphine. I don't know how that works, but she's got this look like she's pure sex. Some people look conventionally beautiful. They have like the hunter eyes, and they got like the high cheekbones or whatever, the non-recessed maxilla or whatever you call it, right? Like there's girls you could tell they're just like Christine Stewart. What's the girl from shoot, I can't remember any of the names. I'm terrible with celebrities. Twilight, that girl who played the actress who played the Twilight movie. She's like conventionally attractive, right? But the girl who played the Wicked Witch from the Lion, the Witch, and the wardrobe, she's not conventionally beautiful or sexy. She's in a third category where she's like beautiful, like there's art out in the world, right? Like an old painting or something. There could be a woman in a painting that's beautiful, but she's not sexy and she's not hot. So it's fascinating how that works. It's fascinating. So there's some X element to humans, the way humans look, and some humans just kind of stand out. I think another actress that's sort of like that is that Anya Taylor Joy Reid, whatever her name is, with the wide set eyes, the super strong cheekbones. She has a bit of an odd look, and she is conventionally attractive too. But she's got that odd, strange thing going on where you look at her and you go, "Wow, that's beautiful." Could you imagine rubbing on a freshly shaved head in between your legs? What are you talking about? You have your own health insurance or with the wife employer. I'm considering reselling full time, but the health coverage is tough to figure out. Cares provides me with health insurance. So that is a important element of my setup today. It's because YouTube does not provide me with health insurance. So if you became a Pokemon reseller, first of all, welcome to the world of pain. But after the world of pain, also welcome to having to figure out how to pay for things that you took for granted at a regular job. You know what I'm saying? So people think that being a YouTube's all cool and high paying and awesome until you realize there's no 401k matching, there's no vacation, there's no paid vacation, there's no health care, there's no dental, there's no eye care, There's no paid paternity, maternity leave. You miss out on all that. There's also no office parties. Tyler Davis says, "Get me in the Jungle Pack split." You got it, baby. All right, Tyler. Yeah. So, and then when you're working on YouTube or whatever you choose to do, and you're making like 5 cents a day from ad revenue, you're like, this kind of sucks. So you have to have a certain degree of luck or success with it that's outstanding enough to pay for everything. It's possible to do though if you feel like you can do it. I will say this about YouTube or the internet: it's a pure competition. It's as pure as it gets. Pure competition. Like you better be spinning your wheels. Jungle Pack break is up to 4 spots, everybody. So they're both about halfway done. I mean, not really. The Jungle Pack needs like 2 more people in it to be halfway done. Loot health coverage insurance will not cover much, but everything is now considered a pre-existing condition. Gotta just pay cash. Yeah. How am I supposed to make cards? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm lucky. My wife is a hard worker. I'm a hard worker. She covers my health insurance. But I think I could cover my own health insurance anyways. At this point, it'd be easy. But when I got started, maybe not. That would have been a real challenge when I got started. Here's a Meowth. Here's that pile doesn't work very well. Here's Ponyta. Oh yes. Mark J. Valera, I'd like to sell off my Leafeon, mister, and was wondering if I may do consignment in Charmander, please. All right, let me take a look. All right, so here's the Leafeon. Mister got that good health insurance. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to it's not a bad thing to have that health insurance at all. Health insurance is an important part of your compensation at your job. Leaf, oops, E on. There we go. I have a brother-in-law, and he has provided health insurance through his company, but he never signs up for it. And I told him, bro, you got to take advantage of that. That's part of your compensation. I don't think he did it. He's just not with it. I don't know how to I don't know how to convince that guy to want those kind of things. All right, so here we go. So Teva Festival. I suspect Karis's brother has actual like autism spectrum. So it looks like we're going to be basing the value off of this one right here. So it looks like this one right here is Japanese. See that one that's cheaper beneath it? That one is Korean. So this is the cheapest Japanese one at 122. Let me make sure that's a 10 as well. Yes. Okay, so it's going to be based off of 122. Do, 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 do. So you'll have a payout of 91.5. Why don't I round it up to 92 for you? All right. Mr. got PPO. Something like that. Okay, Mr. Mark. Wait, I forgot the amount. I was thinking about what I was talking about. 92. It makes me sad to think about him. There we go. All right. Sounds good, mister. Also, I'm on the toilet. You're on the toilet. Oh my god, that's stinky winky, bro. Stinky. Let me write down what I paid for this so that I know. Oh, I better take your sleeve off of it too, or else I'll think it's yours. Okay. Gotta keep track of these things, you know? Gotta keep track of it. Okay. All right, there we go. Tossing that back out of there. Now you want to get rid of that Charmander too, huh? Where'd he go? Is he at the bottom of this pile? Oh, weird. Why didn't I see him? Oh, is he? Because it's right here, of course. That's why. All right. You would like to set him up on consignment. I wonder how many people are listening to you naked right now. Are you naked? Hopefully, only attractive people. We're going to roll this down to an 8. Charmander. 168. All right. Charmander. And the cheapest price on Charmander 8. And ours is an English version. Let's see. Is that right? It's $105. I'll set up the price for 105, but my gosh, I don't know if it'll sell. That's pretty expensive. Consignment. And we're going to say Mark J. Valerian. Are we shipping out tomorrow? Friday. Friday. Friday is when it gets, Friday is when it gets packed up. It's probably going out Saturday. All right, good. Rafael Gonzalez says, give me another of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and ship my baggie. You got it, gentle sir. Here we are. Oh, yes. We are. Ooh. Behold, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. Ooh, that's pricey. Yeah, but the question is, will it even sell? Here's Action News Crew. Zog, Triceratran Castaway. Here's Tender Eyes. Dimension X. Jenica, Bad Apple, Big Sister. What? Did they introduce like a female turtle? Here's West Wind Avatar. Donatello, Way with Machines. Donatello, Way with Machines. Okay. Thriving Grove. Island. Anchovies. Raph and Mikey. Troublemaker. Game Over. Transdimensional Bovine. That's really weird. Brainstorm, that's pretty cool. And Prehistoric Pet. All right. So there we have it, Mr. Raphael. That pack, not so crazy. Maybe the next pack, you never know. Could be the next pack is pretty crazy. There's Brainstorm, though. That's really fun. Here's a little Donatello. Good. And here's the same Donatello. Good. Yeah, we watched the new episodes of The Boys. It just came out recently, and I was enjoying it so much. I was sad when we ran out of episodes. They haven't released the whole thing. I say we do spoiler reveals for Miss Six. What do you guys think? There we go. All right. Tossing this over here. And let's reset our shipping software. I heard shipping's going up, guys. Shipping's getting more expensive. You know why? Because of the war in the Middle East. Oh, no. Come on, Daddy Trump, fix it. Did you guys hear that big tweet he sent out where he was like ranting about Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens and Alex Jones? He put out this huge tweet. Here's Raphael. He called him like low IQ. Let's see, Gonzalez. All right. Now I'm going to double check this address. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. And let's check the weight. Okay, we're going to increase the weight. Where's his music, man? Boop, boop, boop. All right. Some other big news. The gentleman who stabbed the poor Ukrainian girl to death, he was found incompetent to stand trial, which seemed kind of unfair. It's like, well, you thought he was competent to let him back out on the streets. I feel like the judge should be found incompetent. They are, because they let him out of jail like 15 times before he murdered that poor girl. Go. So that's a story. Okay, putting this in here. Ooh. Very nice. Here's how's my TCC family? What's up, Mr. Troy? There we go. How you guys feeling tonight? How's everybody feeling? Well, I just wish you would give me the price of the shipping already. It takes so long to do that now. Let's grab these. So we got some fresh slabs getting priced up. They just came back from tag grading. We have like 100 fresh slabs, maybe more than 100. We got plenty. There it goes. Lapras and Charizard. What do you guys think those prices will be? Have you ever thought about collecting these stamped Pokemon Go cards? They're very interesting to me because, I think these stamped cards do well over time, just like the EX Delta species kind of stuff. So we're going to say Charizard Go 010. I don't know how I feel about this music. feel like this music's kind of mediocre. Don't you guys feel like it's mediocre? Let me turn it down a little bit. A damn fool. So this shall be $60 Charizard. $60. Lovely. Ooh. And we were having a real busy daytime stream, weren't we, guys? We were really busy. You know what the top selling product right now is? Surprisingly, the Poke Shuffles. People love them. They're like, yeah, I'll take more of those. They are doing really well. So the number on this is what? 023? 023. I think the Radiant Big Three are gonna zoop. The Radiant Big Three. You mean Charizard Radiance? Is that what you're talking about? So this card is $45 as a 10. Pretty reasonable price. All right. Wow, it still hasn't calculated a price for that shipping, Mr. Raphael. Let me set your bag right here. Shipping sometimes takes a really long time to get a price for the label. So we'll catch up with that label in a minute. Let's check the website. We have the website pinned, right? Yes, we do. Do you guys remember we have a box break going on? Don't forget about the Destined Rivals box break. So you can sign up for that for 40 bucks and have a shot at the whole box of it. Here's Joseph Smith right now. He wants 2 Poke Shuffles. Yes, the Poke Shuffles, very popular. Yeah, Zardy Blasty Venusaur. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not in my Christian Minecraft server, bro. 2 cold ones. No! All right, I'm sorry. Wait, how much do we got back here? We got some stuff. How many slabs are missing? We got room for 1 slab. Charizard it is. Charizard it is. Did anyone buy this Charizard? Da 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 da. No, nobody's purchased it. All right, Charizard's going in. Got to get that Charizard in the Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Who doesn't like Charizard in their Poke Shuffles, huh? That's good stuff. We're going to say number 010 Cherry. And we're going to say T10. There it is. Good, 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 good. What are you guys excited for tonight? Tell me what you're into. Tell me what you're looking for. I'll help you out. I'll guide you to it. I'll get it up on the table. We got nice Fooey Coco. Ah, Fooey. We got a nice Gengar 9. That's Consignment. Pikachu looking pretty cute. And here's Slowpoke. We have an order now from Chris Abruzzo. 1 Ray break. The Rayquaza break is moving at the speed of light. Enter now or prepare to fight. I don't remember how their little intro went. Chris Abruzzo. Not to be confused with the gentleman called Chris A. We have a Chris A in our group. All right. And here's the rare candy bag. All right. Doo-ba-doo-doo, the Lollipop Guild. Here, gonna say 11. Who wants a giveaway tonight? We got to hit 40 likes. We'll swap into the giveaway, okay, guys? Smash that like button. Let's get over to that 80 to the 40 likes. 1 mega break sublist spot. 1 mega break sublist spot. You got it, baby. Yes, for the Mega Tyranitar. He's such a big deal. Ryan Shapiro's in here. Chris Abruzzo. You're on spot number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spots remaining on this Mega Tyranitar list. All right, not bad. What do we got next to us now? All right, check this out, huh? So how about this Sabo? One Piece Sabo, huh? Let's take a quick look at him. I don't know what he costs. We're going to say Sabo. Treasure Campaign Pack, huh? OP10 049. 049. And there he is. I see him. I do see him. Looks like the cheapest one is $100. But that appears to be the Japanese version. We got the English version, baby. So where's the English version of this card? Let me check sold real fast. Is there not one available? I don't know. Hold on, I can't find one. Let me check. Ended recently. Oh dear, I don't know what to price them as. So all I know is that the Japanese version goes for about 100. Here's a CGC Pristine 10. That went for 100. And that one was English. All right, 100 it is. We're just going to stick with that. That's Sabo, and he needs a sleeve. That's a fire card. I picked up a Microsoft Fight Simulator for the PS5. It has real-time weather and fight simulator. Speaking of fight, did you guys see that corny as hell post Trump made to his Truth Social, where it's him standing next to Dana White, the owner of UFC, and there's like lightning and clouds in the background, and they're standing in front of the White House, and it's like a UFC advertisement. We're in the middle of like a war in the Middle East. It's like a really serious thing, and he's busy doing an ad for the UFC. He's doing an ad from his like official from his official whatever you call it, Truth Social account. The craziest part on the picture on the advertisement in big letters is this thing called Stake, which I guess is a crypto sports betting app as well. So he's not just advertising UFC, he's advertising a sport betting app, and he's just standing there with Dana, and he posted to his social media. How strange is that? Isn't that crazy? Here's Mary's Larson 5 Union Arena in the middle of a war. In the middle of a war where you got everybody's attention. So we're gonna grab your Jujutsu if I can find it. Let's find it. Why do I feel like this was the Jujutsu? Oh, because it was. Do I have more Jujutsu? Uh-oh. Let me make sure I have Jujutsu Kaisen, guys. I'm going to go hunting for a box of it. I'll be right back, okay? You guys discuss amongst each other who has the biggest diglet. All right, here we are. Fresh box of Jujutsu Kaisen from Mr. Marius. Ooh. Whoa, my diglet is digivolving. Digivolving? All right, here we go. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Good. Ooh. Let's grab this and put this here. Throw this baggie away. 5 Union Arenas. Two more Diglett popped down, created the duck trio. Did you get my other spot in the jungle? I've been in and out of consciousness at work. Yeah, well, I do remember doing one of them for you, but I might not have received the other yet. The collector says him, meaning I haven't run into it, perhaps. Hey, what's up, Mr. The Collector? What you collecting, baby? Snipping this. Snipping this. All right. Oh. Oh, yes. We've got Togepi and AOI Toto. Ooh, we've got Hollow Purple Yuji. Ooh, we've got Mahito. Kind of like Mosquito. Here's Sukuna. And finally, we have Sukuna. I'm betting Sukuna's like the crazy demon, right? All right, so let's see. Very good. Selling some Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, that Jujutsu Kaisen's been on our menu for some time now. It's kind of an older set at this point, it feels like. Mevius, Mevius Larson. So, did we have a bag? I have a bag, he says. Good. Here it is. Speaking of which, we need to see if Mr. Rafael Gonzalez is ready to have his bag shipped. Look at that hot Sable, man. That's Sable promo on the table right in front of you. He's good stuff. All right, print. Popping that weasel. Grabbing this baggie. Sliding the sleeve. Oh, we got 2 people in the binder break. Did you know that? 2 people in the binder break. We need 2 more and it's over. Binder break is close to the end. Look how thick that baggie is. That's a lot of cards. Ooh, mamma mia. What you doing? Here's free first time order, dark rye and pidgey oat. Look at that. If you place a first time order, check out our website for placing an order. It's pretty easy. It's not too complicated. Here's planes. Here's History and Samurai, Latios, Broly, and Nessa. Oh, thanks, mister. No problem, man. All right. Now we have Mark J. Valerian. Use the rest of my store credit for 19 Pokey Shuffles. All right. 19 Pokey Shuffles coming in hot. 19 Pokey Shuffles, everyone. Are you watching this? Here it goes. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And the bonus card, number 20. Okay. That's a lot. What are we going to get? Doot, 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 doot. Gallade. Doot, doot. Pikachu. Doot, doot. Doug Trio. Well, I believe that just worked out for you. I think you just had a good round there, Mr. Mark. Triple pulls. Remember, you went in at about 100. No, you went in at $95. So he needs to get back about $95 worth of slabs for it to be good. Says Pikachu, Doug Trio, Gallade. Okay. The only Doug Trio I can think of is the Dark Doug Trio, right? That's a $55 slab, but he only re-rolls for $45. All right, but that's good. You might have this in the bag, so to speak. He's got the jackpot that you all want. Where's that jackpot? McDonald or Pikachu 242, not McDonald's. Oh, that's a big pull. Look at this. $80. Yeah, you're doing pretty good, man. And Dark Doug Trio, $55. There you go. All right, let's put this back. Dang, all these tag returns and no PSA, they hate us. I have returned. They don't hate us. They're just slow. Tags fast, PSA slow. That's a fact. Yashumesh, they're a little bit slow. What? I'll keep it all? All right, he's keeping it all. Good job, man. That was pretty easy, huh? It goes from 1 Leafeon slab to these 3 10s. Wow. Jesus, dude. Okay, you got it. I know you were all watching in jealousy. Did anyone else just see that? Who just saw that? What's the typical turnaround time for tag? 17 years. You usually get your slabs back around the time you're graduating. Mark J. Valerian. All right. From $95 to $190. It can happen. I think that's why people have been taking these so seriously. All right. Thank you so much for that. Now, Joseph Smith, 1 spot in the Ray Ray and 1 Pokey Shuffle Snipe. 1 spot in the Rayquaza is a big deal. It's a good card. Okay. Got some ZELLE music playing. There we go. What's better than that? Oh, yes. This card has reached 12 out of 17. 5 spots remain. We're in the end zone for the Rayquaza already. 1 Pokey Shuffle Snipe. He said, get me a snipe. All right, you got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, man. No snipe. You know what sucked today? Karis and I went walking in our own yard to go look at like the lake. We walked up to the dock And we were just kind of walking our own yard. And then she climbed in the car and she immediately found a tick on herself. Isn't that terrible? Imagine you just want to walk in your yard, just a regular yard. It's a regular yard that's been mowed. And you walk like 2 feet and you got a tick. How crazy is that, man? I hate it. I'm really thinking about spraying the yard for ticks, but also ultimately, I think in order to stop the ticks, we have to pay for a deer fence, a fence where the deer are like staying out of our effing yard, you know? Those deer are just they're so cute and they're so majestic, but it's like once you've lived with them for a while, they're horrible. They cause car crashes and they're just covered in ticks. If you ever really see deer up close, they're so gross, dude. They're covered in ticks all over their eyes, all over their chest. And then they walk into your yard and those ticks pop off of them and lay all their babies in your yard. So it's really stupid, man. I hate them, dude. You know, I actually looked up what you have to do to like go hunting for deer this year. And the crazy part was I wasn't looking to go hunting for deer because I want deer meat. I was literally just like, how do we thin the herd? There's too many of them. I was like, what can you do? Here's Sylveon and Articuno. There's Buckshots. Yeah, I've been bestowed a nickname on the channel. Okay, that's you on Discord. Nice grabs. All right. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and search for these pieces. We're going to search for Pokemon Go Sylveon. I heard we're in the middle of a tick pandemic. There's so many of them. And I'm going to end up having to hire a tick sprayer. That's another one of those jobs you could probably start up. What? This is $75? That's expensive. Okay, this is a $75 card. And then Articuno is Pokemon Go Articuno. Hire one of us Mexicans for trabajo. What? Let's see. I see one. I see one Articuno. It's for $70. What about last sold? What did it last sell for? I'm looking to hire a gentleman named Gustavo, and he must spray all the ticks out of the yard. This card last sold on March 29th for $68. Holy dude. All right, it's real. Last sold, guys. We're going with last sold. I'll do it for a box of your commons. He's wanting to work Mr. George. I got the other Zord, Tora Karuta, too. Still working. You're still working? That's very strange of you. Here's click an order from Jose Trevino, 10 Poke Shuffles, and 2 Tops Ninja Turtles. No, hold on, wait a second. You didn't send in enough money for Tops. You didn't send in enough for 2 Tops Ninja Turtles. So wait a second. I don't want to start the order yet. Jose Trevino, did you mean something else? Couldn't sleep, man? Yeah, I couldn't sleep, I'm afraid. So I guess I'm here opening pokies for you. How's it going, Mr. Ikides? Jose Trevino, I got your order and I can fulfill the Poke Shuffle part, but you only sent an additional $22 for the Tops Ninja. Was there something else I could do for you, or was there a different way you wanted to do the order? Yeah, those ticks are ferocious, man. One walk in the yard and you got ticks going up your leg. The new stream time is 11 o'clock. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, I'll send it more. You'll send more. All right, I'm going to start your Poke Shuffles while you do that, okay? Poke Shuffle time, everybody. He's asking for 10 Poke Shuffles. Time to cuddle up to my Hatsune Miku pillow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is. Oh my God. Voltorb. Yes. All right. Only Voltorb. What could that Voltorb be? That's going to be Classic Collection Voltorb. Let's go grab it. Now, you can actually re-roll this if you don't want him. Let's see what he comes out to be. He's a $65 card. So your re-roll would come it down to $55 of value. That's 11 spots, I think. Let me know if you'd like to keep them or risk the re-roll. Mister, what does Mark mean? Yes, what does he mean? I think he means he's going to cuddle up with this Hatsune. What does this mean? What could that mean? It is. Oh, yes. Now you must make a choice. Do we re-roll it? Or do we keep it? Do you want to see it? Oh, yes. Ooh, it's in the style of the base set Voltorb. So cool. Such a cool card. Such a cool set. Okay. The Mewtwo Mew Jumbo Slab arrived today. Did you like it? It's a really big card. You're not going to crack it, right? You're going to leave it sealed, right? I'll keep it. All right, good choice. Sensei Ledoux prefers the Mikasa pillow. A waiter, a glass of your finest red. Is Trevino. Okay. Tossing that. I wanted a Blue Eyes White Dragon pillow, but I could not find one. Oh my God. Here's Sylveon going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put it in a jumbo top loader. Nope. Better not, man. Such a bad idea. Why would you do that? Why would you even threaten to do that? Listen, man, you do you, okay? You do whatever you want. Such a bad idea. T10. What do you recommend buying? What's hot on the menu? I want to support the classic late night stream. Probably one of the very hottest things we're selling right now is this box you just saw get open. These are the Poke Shuffles, and they are a $5 chance at a decent little slab. You could get nothing. You could get a whole bunch of slabs at the same time. What's new about them is if you pull a slab you don't want, you can re-roll it for about 90% of its value. Speaking of which, this one's going in. Now, if you want something that's a bit riskier, we have the same product, but it's called the Live Customs, and that one's $25. That's also very popular right now. In fact, in the daytime stream, I think we almost only sold these guys. We were just selling them through the roof. Now, if you want to open up booster packs, that's a different story. We got some new Pokemon booster packs, perfect order, which is $9 a pack. Of course, you could go after the Charizard and Phantasmal Flames. We were selling some Prismatic. Ascended Heroes is probably one of the hottest sets, but it's one of the most overpriced sets. That's $20 a pack. I can actually show you some of these packs right now, in fact, from here. Check it out. So if you're wondering about things to open, perfect order. This shouldn't say 8.5. That should say 9 now. Union Arena Precious, if you like collecting waifus. One Piece Royal Blood and OP14. Here is Ninja Turtles. This we just opened like a couple packs of these just now. Spirit Forge. That's League of Legends. This is one of my favorites. Is 151 Surprise Gengar. I'm trying to help you guys open as much of this as you can to try and pull the Pikachu Gengar. Tops Naruto, still a really great product. Haven't opened any in like a week or two. Here's One Piece OP15. It did not sell very well, so that makes me think that the English version is not something worth going heavy into. Nikkei, this is selling to the moon, dude, but I think there's only some packs of it left. That's what's going on with it. And then there's some Mega Dream Korean for 7.5 per pack, much cheaper than the standard price. Nobody opens up booster packs anymore. This is strictly a break and ship channel now. Yeah, so people really do a lot of breaks on this channel at this point. We do open booster packs, but I think we have established ourselves as a place you can go and participate in a break. And even if you don't want to wait for a break, you can get into the live customs or the Poke Shuffles. Very popular stuff. Which ones are the gentlemen's pack? Oh, for gentlemen, men who are gentle. Maybe the Waifu Shuffle? I'm not sure. Jose Trevino says here is $11. Okay, so let me do the math here for you, Mr. Jose Trevino. So you sent in 11. Oh, what the hell? What happened to the previous purchases? Why is it doing this to me? It's so annoying. Did we fill out the You've got money. Oh, come on. when we reach 100 mess. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Ah, there we go. Okay, perfect. It was like not loading earlier. And we're going to roll up here to Jose Trevino, and it is going to say you sent $72. Now, 10 Pokey Shuffles, of course, is $50. 72 minus 50 is 22. Okay. So you've got $22 left over from the first order, and then you sent 11 more dollars. That means you're up to 33. So you have $33, Mr. Jose Trevino. That's not enough to open Tops. Wait, what is it you wanted to open? Tops Ninja Turtles. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot we sold those. You did send enough money. I was thinking of the very desirable Magic the Gathering Ninja Turtles, and I think people were trying to explain that to me too. Okay, hold on, wait a second. So Topps Ninja Turtles, where is it? Simpsons, Ren and Donkey, Halo, Lord of the Rings songs. Ah, 11? Oh my gosh, you totally sent enough. So, Mr. Jose Trevino, you've actually sent a little more than you needed to send because I'm a doo-doo head and didn't know what you were buying. It didn't register. My bad, dude. Let's see. Here we go. So we got some packs for you here. Mr. Smoking that devil's lettuce. Not really. So here are these 2 packs. We got 2 packs right here. You have $11 left over, and you can do whatever you want with it. There goes. All right. Let's get these open, everybody. My bad. You did nothing wrong. I did it wrong. All right. I'll take 3. Okay, let me get that last one out for you. That's the end of that box, which means we get a new box of the Ninja Turtles. All right. They have a slight warp to them, but that doesn't matter when you're grading them. I must have touched something that reacted with my skin. Look at that. Wonder what I handled. There we are. I've been getting these easy rashes on my skin. Here's we're out to battle the forces of evil and get a bigger piece of the pizza. You know what's cool about your pack? This one actually had 2 hits in it. So normally there's only 1 hit per pack. This one contained 2. So you're very lucky on that. And then, of course, you've got all these Splinter's crew. You know how it is, just a cute redhead hanging out with 5 guys, 5 dudes in their underground lair. Let's see. Here she is being saved by one of the boys. All right. A lot of these, we've seen these cards many times. These cards, these commons. These are sick. What is the deal with this? Okay. I think my hand like reacts, my skin, I think, reacts to dust these days more than it used to. I'm going to tell you the truth. This looks like it was water damaged. So I've got a bunch of mold getting all over my skin right now. But I think I had this itchy. Ooh. Okay, so this cannot be your card. How about this one? How's this one look? Yeah, that one looks water damaged too. Oh, tough as a brick. All right, I tell you what. So this will be one of your packs, and we're going to put these in a baggie. The mold returns. Yeah. You know, I think that doing this job exposes me to a lot of dust and chemicals. And then I get this on my hand. Look at that. Do you guys see that? That's like itchy. What did I touch, I wonder? Okay. Too much dust, too much mold in here. Now, let me go get you some fresh packs, because obviously this one came out perfectly fine. But we need to get in the box. Ow. Throw this away. We actually have like 4 boxes of this product left. We have a ton. I bought so much of it. Too much testosterone? That's right. That's right. Ooh. There we go. Lovely. Ninja Turtles. I remember the moldy vintage packs. Okay. The mold, the mold. Ooh. There you go. You got Donatello. Turtles. No way. Yes, way, lady. That's weird. Okay. Donatello's looking pretty sweet. Good. And it had the infamous Moldymon. Not Moldymon! What do we have here? We've got Cowabunga. Oh, yeah. Good. Wheezing, obviously. Turtle Threat. Oh, that's a hit. I like that one a lot. I forgot about that one in there. Good thing we were checking. Okay, there we go. So you got a bunch of these commons. But look at this. So this is the title card. Topps presents Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really cool stuff, guys. That's on the menu under the Topps items. And now the question is, how do I store these, huh? How do we want to store these? I tell you what. I tell you what. Those boys ain't right. We're going to do one of these. We're going to do one of these. All right. So I'm not going to sleeve up every one of these. I just don't have time. Mr. Jose, I don't have time to sleeve up everyone. So we're going to wedge them between two top loaders. Maybe we should wedge all of them like these guys too, huh? Like that. So wedge them between two top loaders. Put them into a fresh baggie. That's a sweet card. Yeah, you did pretty good on your pulls, man. Mister's turning into Hank Hill. I sell Pokemon cards and Pokemon card accessories. There we go. Taste the meat, not the heat. Aha! You got a little bag, and now it's going to be a big bag. I'm a big boy now. Ta-da! All right, lovely. Big orders from Mr. Jose Trevino. Those are completed. Next up, we have an order from Chris Abruzzo, who says, I'll take a spot in the Ray Ray. How can you not take a spot in the Ray Ray? Okay. Mr. Hill has a narrow urethra. He's my only son. He's all I got. Or he's a, let's see. Oh, I can't remember the quote. There's some funny quotes from that show, and I can't remember it. It is. All right. Tossing this in here. Let's count this up. Bobby, no more Pokemon video games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we're actually all the way up to 13. I don't know you. That's my purse. There we go. Oh, yeah. So sad that all those voice actors died, you know. Llewellyn died. The guy who played her husband in the show died. Oscar Resendez, one whole box of 151 surprise and shipping, please. And then giveaway for Master Ball Gengar. Now, wait a second. You mean the one over here that Six was doing consignment on? Are you talking about this bad boy? Are you trying to give this card away? Let me know if you're trying to give that away. Giveaway for Master Ball Gengar. Let me know what you're talking about. Rip John Redcorn. John Redcorn, he was a voice actor whose neighbor just shot him to death, I think, for being gay. They had, like, I guess, a long history of arguing, and the guy didn't like the John Redcorn voice actor because he was gay or something. And then I think they got into it, and his neighbor pulled out a gun and killed him. I'm here for the first edition Dark Sard. Oh, Mr. Stu, you're Mr. Golden Alteri, I assume. You know, I might have forgotten your name, but I didn't forget to write down your Instagram name. Here we are. All right. Yes, your Charizard graded a pretty good grade, actually. Got like a 7, which I think was higher than we were anticipating, wasn't it? Yes. I don't think we were anticipating a very high grade on him. 7's pretty respectable. Ooh, partial swirl on the left. Yeah, 7's pretty generous in my book. That is definitely generous grade. Cardconomist grading, if I had graded this, I'd have given it a 6 or a 5. Oh, yeah. Sounds like the guy who deleted him was gay. As I wrote it down as Golden Altaria. 7 is great. There it is. All right, so back to it for Mr. Oscar. He says, yes, yeah, read it. You guys can read about it. The voice actor for John Redcorn was, while the reboot was being made, he got murdered. Just awful. And then the voice actor for Dale Gibble, it's Dale, right? He just passed away, you know, from old age or something, some disease, maybe a heart attack. Yes. Thank you so much. No problem, man. What is that set you're opening up? That thing you have. Your dark soul. This is called 151 Surprise, and we have an absolutely low, cheap price on it right now. If you'd like to try for the Gengar Pikachu, $6 a pack, $90 a box. It's Rusty Shackleford. You never saw me. Oops. Here we are. Okay. Doopy doopy. All right, Oscar. Here's Mook. I'm about to Mook. Raichu. Gengar. I like this Gengar a lot, actually. I feel bad for Joseph. Yeah. Here's Chabak. Oh, pick it up. Master Ball, Magnemite. I like it. I'm a big Magnemite fan. Rhyhorn. Vileplume. Pocket Sand. Here's a Vileplume. Here's Flareon. There we go. Articuno. Pyramid. Oh, Golem. Now we're getting rich. Freestyle Madoodles. There we go. Starmie. Dang it, Dale. There we go. Dale Gribble and the other guy. What was his name? Who was the bald guy who was like kind of a big loser? We are. What was it? Bill? I think it was Bill. Dale and Bill. They're such annoying characters in a way. They're like they're especially Bill's very depressing, right? There we are. All right, but they're both like grossly incompetent characters to the point that you almost can't believe that they're real, you know? Yeah. Okay, because it's like they're so crazy, it's hard to believe that Hank would truly be friends with them. All right. So one whole box of 151 Surprise, and you're asking for a round of shipping and to give away this Gengar. Is that right? Pretty good. Here we are. Oscar Resendez. Shoop. Okay. Set this up here. And now I'm not going to forget anything with your shipping, am I? Who was it that did somebody just recently put a card into the Cool Kids box? I don't remember. I don't think so. We don't really do the Cool Kids box anymore, do we? We used to. All right, let me put these back. Mr. Keep Ditto for the deck. Oh, a little ditto for the deck, you say? You know, we haven't had a good gym break in a while, it feels like. Do you guys think we've had a gym break in a while? All right. What character from King of the Hill do you think I most am like? You are? Which King of the Hill character would I be? I used to be a cool kid. Nancy has many terrible headaches. She must see John Redcorn. That's right. There's only one way to treat a bad headache like that one. She needs the healing power of John Redcorn. Bobby. That boy ain't right. Here we are. Okay. There we go. So let's get you your label. Got some ZELLE music playing. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, that's sort of heavy. Please give me a price. Man, it's being slow, man. I love Cotton. Oh yeah, Cotton Hill is one of my favorite characters from that show. Really enjoy that character. Here's a Gregory Carvajal bag sitting right here. Why is the Gregory Carvajal bag sitting here? Was that waiting for shipping? I'm curious. Let me hit print. Let me log in and check Gregory Carvajal. It's funny how Bobby made a German-Japanese restaurant. German-Japanese fusion. All right, let's see. Ooh, we've been busy bees this week, according to this. All right, so let's see. Carvajal. He has paid for shipping on 5/8. Yes, he did pay for shipping. All right, Gregory Carvajal. And let me double check and see that his address made correct sense, just to make sure there wasn't a reason we withheld his baggie here, because I just assumed we placed it there and forgot it. Yeah, the shipping looks correct. All right, let me jump back here and let me put this label correctly into the Oscar Resendez bag. If you have the time, please let me know the cert on the Zard so I can look it up. Well, I don't know if they display the certification number, but what you can do is I can zoom in to the QR code, and then you should be able to scan that with like your phone or something. Let me see. All right, ready? Get ready. So go ahead and screenshot that. Okay, is that good enough? Can that be seen? So you should be able to scan that. All right. OG King of the Hill was such a show. I miss watching that with my family. It was really smart writing. Really, really smart writing. It was funny. It was subtle. It was like tasteful. Give away Gengar. Yes. Yes, I shall give away the Gengar. Gengar time, baby. I still like grilling with charcoal. Okay. All right. Let me jump here. Now, this was Six's Gengar. Ah. It's a pretty big giveaway. Let's grab a sleeve. I feel like anyone of any age can enjoy it too. Sort of. Yeah, I think it does get kind of racy sometimes, like maybe overtly sexual. I don't know if I'd recommend it to young kids. Some episodes kids can watch pretty easily, but I feel like there's some episodes like yeah, there's definitely some overtly sexual episodes. All right. Good. And we're going to put that price back on it of 95 to let everyone know what a lucky bean they are if they happen to pull this. We have a $95 giveaway occurring, guys, from a very generous Mr. Oscar Resendez. Thank you, Mr. Oscar. We have some like crazy generous people in this group. Really shocking. All right. Oscar. Keyword Oscar with an O. How many likes we got? We got 31 likes. Get us pumped up to 40 likes so we can get this started, everybody. 40 likes so we get this started. Now, there is one more step. Miss Six needs a cut from this. I feel a little awkward when my boy says one of his favorite shows is South Park. It is. Oh, yeah, kind of like that it's kind of an inappropriate show. They shouldn't be saying that almost, right? Oh, Tyler Davis pictures. All right, Tyler Davis pictures. Okay. Here's Miss Six. All right. Now we're going to say 95 times 0.7. Oh, wait a second. $71. Okay, good. All right. Set this here. So her payout on that was 71. And now I think it's ready to go. I think we just have to update the thing to say Oscar. And then we're ready. That was a big $200 order from our friend, Mr. Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. Really appreciate it, man. That's incredibly generous. Oh, I know what we're missing. Forgot to do this step. So many steps to running the stream. Okay, Oscar Ascendus had already done $64. He's now doing an additional 95. 159. Wow. April's shaping out to be a very generous month. There it is. Oh, yes. So now we have a mysterious order from Nathan Norman. Hey, what's up, Nathan Norman? And he needs 6 prismatics, 4 live customs, and 6 phantasmal flames. Let's get started with those live customs. This is a big order then. Yeah, this is like a $300 order. Holy Jesus, dude. Some big orders tonight. Ready? So he wants 4 of these, huh? Oster ain't no grouch. Mr. Krabs, Smitty, Werben, Jagermite, Man Jensen is his hat now. He was number 1. 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell us a scary story. Like what? Like a fictional or a non-fictional? Here's a Vicavolt. Here's and here's an Orbital, and here's a Snorlax. You've got a hit. Let's see what it is. So you pull a little Vigavolt, you pull a little Orbital. Oh, T10 Gengar. Now remember, you can re-roll that, but it'll click down by like 25. Let's see what it is. 057. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. It's a $175 value. That's pretty good. So if you decide to re-roll it, it'll re-roll 6 spots. So you're up by 2. You could also keep it. It's a wonderful holographic Gengar with a cosmic border. There you go. Tell us a scary story. Once upon a time. Woo! And then she contracted herpes. He was number 1. What? Okay. Whew. He's thinking, stop it, mister. You're scaring me. Stop it. Once upon a time, you went to college and it cost $75,000. Woo! And then you didn't even use the degree. Oh no. Mr. Nathan. When you turn 18, college will have tripled in price. Woo! Been thinking about that scammer for the Moonbreon since you pulled it the other day. Crazy work. Yeah. Can you yeah, or the guy from that recent video that Rattle put out where he pulled like a god pack out of Ascended Heroes And then after the stream was over, he DM'd the guy who pulled it and said, you know, I'm going to have to keep the Gengar. I'm going to have to keep the Gengar. You can have the other pulls, but I'm going to have to keep the Gengar. All right. So if he doesn't respond, what we normally do is we just give him the card. That's how we play it. Nathan Norman, congratulations. Not triple college rates with high interest rates. That's right. Nathan Norman. He said, I'll keep the Gengar because you didn't pay enough. Did he really? All right. Now, he needs 6 prismatics and 6 phantasmals. That's a pretty big part of the order as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Phantasmal is a great set. You know, the odds of pulling that Charizard is not bad compared to other sets. According to this, we need more prismatic. All right, so we are once again draining out of prismatic. It's time for me to do some research on prismatics and see where they are sitting before I run out of them. All right, and let's go do a restock of prismatic as if we were restocking it. Uh-huh. I hadn't heard about the God Pack. What was the reason for the Gengar? You didn't hear about the God Pack. For a second. Oh, damn. These are looking a lot more expensive. Let me see. So I wonder if these are still the cheapest way to stock these. It's really obvious they went up in value. These are almost $50 more per box than they used to be. Divided by 14. All right, so prismatic, it's going to change in price at this point. Guess we hadn't done that in a while. Prismatic. Where's our prismatic? Prismatic is moving from $15 all the way up to $19. Prismatic has changed. The supply of it has reduced. Maybe they reprint it, but we don't know if they'll do that. They probably will. So you can focus on another set for now if you wish, but prismatic has become more expensive. All right, so another thing has to happen actually. So the prismatic Lucario box has to go from 229 to 270 for now. Ooh, give me a second. Sorry guys, I hate to do this midstream, but since we have just finished selling through 3 boxes of prismatic in like one day, 3 boxes of it, we have to check on it and make sure we're keeping up. Basically, it would cost me $15 to restock it. So we can't sell it at 15 anymore. All right, so 270 and 19, and we jump back to the original menu. Where is it? Here it is. This goes to 270. Also, probably this prismatic Eevee has to change. That's annoying as well. I think it's called an SGC. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm back. Great hit. I heard about that. That's why I trust Mister with my cards. Speaking of scammers, sellers are still taking people's cards on the What app and not shipping them. Man, that's wild stuff. That is wild stuff. Well, I'll work on the Eevee box in a minute. Let's go get that box of Lucario open. I'll be right back, guys. We're getting the box of Lucario. All right. Yes, we are back. Yes, all of a sudden we sold through 3 boxes of prismatic. So you know something's up when that happens. The product had changed. Back to orders. Here we are. You have my sword, Frodo. Oh my God. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. That gets put away. We got the phantasmal, we got the prismatic, right? We're all good? All right, we're all good. All right. So good luck, Nathan Norman. Ready? Okay. Snipping this. Snipping these. Snipping the phantasmal flames. Here's the beetle. Oh, yes, the beetle. Here's Gengar. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Holy mamas. Here's Charmeleon. So I counted up exactly how many of those staff Tyrannitars I truly had. I've got a total of 15 of them. Think I should go for 20? Here's Mega Deontay. I've never opened a pack of Prismatic in person. Never saw it for sale till last week. Oh, yeah. Prismatic's hard to run into in the wild. Here's a Reshiram. Here's Mega Sharpedo. Rawr. Whoa. And last but not least, Vileplume. All right, Prismatic, which just today underwent a significant price change as a result of discovering that the product has gone up in price. Here it goes. What do we got? It's Sarah. Hope the night's going well. Hello, Sarah. Sarah Doozeberry. Here's Ogre Pound. Here we are. We've got Sylveon. Here's Sparkling Crystal. Oh, the crystal that sparkles. Here's Archelodon, Max Rod. Oh my God. So if a Mega Sharpedo does battle on land, is it floating or flying? Yeah, who knows? Well, you've got the Max Rod. That's kind of like, some girls are into that actually. Max Rod. And Fez and Dippity, Dippity doo da, Dippity. All right, Nathan. Rough round on the prismatics. Prismatic is a tough little set, isn't it? Tough as beans, tough as baked beans. Whose baggie is this? Got no name on it. Nick Pacheco. It's looking like it's Nicholas Pacheco's. That's what it's looking like to me. Looking like it's Nicholas Pacheco's. Now, Nathan Gordon, Nicholas Williams. Where do we got a bag for you, Nathan Norman? Do you got a bag? Dippity doo da. Yes, he does. Right over here. This is a very large bag that we do not have as much room for. The end boxes are all of a sudden super duper duper active. Talking about Waifu Pillows and King of the Hill. Do 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 meow 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 meow. Nathan Norman. That boy ain't right. Dang it, Bobby. Taste the meat, not the heat. All right. I don't know. Hank was kind of a beta male, not like his tough alpha male father. There's Scyther. Here's Meltan. Here's Umbreon 9 and Monkey D. Luffy. Very good. Who's next? We have an order from click, Javier. What's up, mister? One spot in the Rayquaza, one live custom. Okay. You. All right. Ooh. Ah. And this shall go into this baggie over here. Oh. Let's have this say 14. That's pretty crazy. So we're at 14 out of 17. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Some of these. 1, 2, 3. A 1. There we go. What could it be? Oh, Snorlax. Oh, that ain't no Rayquaza. I tried blessing it with the smoochies. All right, so 1 Snorlax. What's that going to be? Ugh. Oh, I got to sneeze now. What the hell? Man, I got to sneeze. Where's my sneeze guard? Ah. Sneezing is like throwing up for your lungs. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. So, Snorlax. Think of the amount of dust that has to be in this room for me to sneeze every time I come in here. 070. Oh my God, is it this one? Oh, $175 Snorlax. Quite the snipe. How would chill bidding work for Pokemon cards? I don't know. I've never done it before. It would probably work like, you need a friend or something or a second account, I guess. And you would use your second account to bid up a card, or maybe you'd ask your friend to bid up the card, and then when you win your own card, you're just paying yourself. If your friend wins your card, you just trade money and card back, minus fees maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink actually. I'm having a little heartburn. I got a drink right here, so I didn't even have to leave the room. Ew, gross. There's a big spider on my ceiling. Do you guys want a spider? A kind of spider that sat down beside her? Oh, how my eyes are getting blinded by the light. What the fuck? All right. Everything's going wrong. Javier says, I'm so tempted to re-roll. So if you re-roll is for 6 spots. You can re-roll for 6. Free spider. The spider that sat down beside her. Mm. That gives me an idea for a scam. Oh, he's going for the re-roll. Okay. So, take that there. I sure like this card. I'm going to put it in for 150, I guess. If you re-roll a card, am I allowed to buy it back? I don't really see what the problem would be if I bought it back from you. Do you guys find that problematic if I ever buy back a re-roll? My brain's like calculating if it's a problem that I buy back a re-roll. So in other words, he still gets his 6 spots, but I just keep the card. Hey, Miss Mark, my bro about to get that. I love that Snorlax. Wish I got one before they went up. I don't think it matters. I'm going to set this here. All right. So Snorlax shall return to inventory, and you're still going to get 6 re-roll. Good luck. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was trying to figure out if that was like problematic for the box or like the odds or something. I don't think it's bad for the odds. Actually, it reduces the number of pulls in the box, so maybe it increases your odds for the Rayquaza. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's so terrible. Oh man, I would not have predicted that. That is very rough. Mr. Javier. Here's Corsola. I'm gonna be Corsoling you in a minute here. Oh man. He was a decent card too. But I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pull Rayquaza, and maybe you would have. Well, maybe Corsola could pretend to be a Snorlax. That's a rough round, man. Go. You have another rough round. We'll put you in the second chance box. You go. Oof, rough. Yeah, happens to everybody. The rerolls are very interesting because sometimes they are like insanely successful, and sometimes they're insanely disastrous. So I think it breaks out to even for me. But yeah, like for example, just earlier we had somebody re-roll into a higher value card, didn't they? Which Rayquaza is in the live customs? No, that's not rough. The Rayquaza, the $400 Rayquaza is in there somewhere. All right, so toss that over there. Put that there. Mister, I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. When you clock out, I'll clock out. Yeah. What? When you clock me going 50, I'll clock you going 50. Okay. Here's Gyarados. Gyat. Here's Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, yes. We got 2 fresh cards here. That's 151 Gyarados. And Monkey D. Luffy. I'm asking $20 on the Luffy and $20 on the Gyarados. That's it. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Jose Achilles is next. He wants 10 Poke Shuffles, 5 Phantasmals, 1 Rayquaza Slab Break. Ooh, that Rayquaza's going off, man. What do we need? 7 more in the jungle? That's right, 7 more in the jungle. In the jungle, Jose Achilles. Okay. Oh, baby. Let me count this one more time because I don't trust myself because I'm very sleepy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we are up to 15. Yeah, I go to sleep at 4 p.m. and it's 2:30 p.m. So we're real close to Daddy's bedtime. Daddy got to sleep. There you go. Now, 10 Poke Shuffles. Let's go grab those Poke Shuffles, shall we? Poke Shuffles are on fire, Mr. Jose Achilles. People are just going nuts for them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here's your bonus card, 11. When you buy 10, you get 1 free. That's the rules for the Poke Shuffles. Oh my God, are you about to get roasted? Oh man, this guy just bought some of these because he's being nice and he got totally toasted in them. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it's possible to pull 11 cold ones. I am sorry. These are yours, by the way. If you want to keep the commons, just let me know. I donate them to the back like this normally. Oh man, we got 2 people got cooked. Let's see if maybe you get very lucky in the Phantasmal Flames. You also never know. You might be the one to pull the Rayquaza tonight. That was a rough round, mister. Some rounds are hot, some are cold, some are in the box 9 days old. Just like the saying goes. Snip of this. And snip of that. And snip of that. All right, there it is. What do we got? Sandile, Ambipom. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Here's Mega Sharpedo. Rawr. Whoa. Tell us about life, Mr. Jose Achilles. How are things going for you? So nice of you to stop by the way. Here's Toxicity. It's always fun to have you pop in because I know you've been around for a really long time. We got Carvana, Val Plume. It's fun to hear everyone's story. You know, some people are, they got some interesting things going on in life. There we go. All right, Jose Achilles. Pretty good in residency general surgery. You hear that, guys? It's Dr. Jose Achilles. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, let me grab this. We had another gentleman, Mr. Ants Tacos, having some success. Apparently, he's having some success running a food stand. We are situation. Okay. All right. It's nice to hear people having career success. There we go. All right. Into your bag it goes. This hobby is insane. I feel it's cost thousands of people to be addicted to the rip of a pack. It's definitely like, you know, well, you know, when we were kids, it was insane too, wasn't it? I mean, when I was a kid, it was really crazy. And the principle never died. People like RNG products. They like going to the casino and running the slot machine. But I think this is a little different from just money for money. This is like money for art. So there's something just very satisfying about it. You know, you're trying to buy something meaningful, but you only have a chance to get that thing. So it's more like a loot box than it is like a slot machine, right? And no, it's very fascinating. You know, I think that the combination of a good product and RNG mechanics makes it really addicting. And it's not like you're drinking alcohol, you know. Maybe it's not good for your wallet, but it's not killing your liver. You could be doing worse things. That's the thing about humans. We got to have something to do. And it can't just be like knitting because I think I'd go crazy if I went knitting. I got to have something with more dopamine involved. Here goes one Pokey Shuffle, Joseph Smith. Those phantasmal packs look so good when you pulled those four out. Yeah, they look good, don't they? 1, 2, 3, and 4. One snipe. The snipe didn't materialize. We are. Sorry about that. Now I say we add a card or two to the box, shall we? What do we got here? Oh, that's cool, man. Aelvic. Did he sell that back to me? Here's ooh, that Snorlax is cool. Oh, that's good. I like that. Let's get these in the box. Tyranitar and Super Mario. Something sexy about a woman knitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tyranitar is going up into the box. My son is on the spectrum, so that's why I go so crazy. I don't tell people that because we don't need pity. Work till my bones grind for my baby. Oh, that's sweet, man. We are. 079. Tyranitar. I was lucky. Nobody in our family had autism except for me. Just kidding. We are. No, but actually, that's a thing in large families. We knew a lot of large families, right? Because we were a large family of 11 children. And because of the way pregnancies and all that work, you have a chance for disability with your children as you have an 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15 children. So we knew a lot of families that had a child who had a disability of some sort. So I guess I was very familiar with that growing up. You know, there was a lot of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There was a girl I really liked, and her brother, he had Down syndrome. That's hold on, did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There we go. Yeah, he's over here on the tablet dancing. He's dancing. Here's let's see. We're gonna say 7 of clubs. Mario. Well, he was a very lucky boy because he has like super loving parents, man. Not like mine. Mine were crazy, dude. My parents were just crazy. Is they were rough, man. But they had a very sweet, very nice family. There we go. All right. Here's Mr. Matthew T. He would like Ninja Spinners, 5 packs. Okay. Ninja Spinners. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Matthew? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably a lot stronger mentally than a lot of people. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Pokemon Korean Mega Dream 2 packs. Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. 1 and 2. Now, bag under MT. All right, you got it. Snip. All right. And snipping this. Yeah, that girl used to give me the googly eyes, man. She was really sweet. We were so young when we met. Long story short, the sister was hot. There we go. She was, yeah, she was pretty. We are. I met her for the first time at a homeschooler meetup. Oh, look at that, man. SAR. Look at that. I met her for the first time at a meetup, and I was taking care of a baby because that's what you do in a large family. And I was dying of thirst, and she somehow detected that. She knew I was thirsty, and she brought me like a drink of water, and she was just all smiles. And so she gives me this drink of water. We must have been like maybe like 14 years old or something like that. And she was just really sweet right away. I was like, wow, you noticed that I was thirsty somehow, and you went and got me a drink. And so she was that kind of person, she was a very nice and attentive kind of person. She was her family was very involved in the homeschooling association. She, at some point, she was doing like the directing for the homeschoolers. Like we would host like whole plays, like a Broadway play, like the whole thing, like 2 hours long. And the kids would sign up for that, and they would have like, directors and all that. And she was really into all that kind of stuff. So she would get very involved in it and work really hard on it. Sorry. I've been through a lot of things I never thought I would. And I look at people and think, you have no idea what could happen to you in the future. That's true. Here you go. All right, Mr. Matthew, let's grab your bag. All right. But anyways, I guess I never really forgot how nice she was for getting that water because, most of life people don't notice you or think about you that hard either. Most people in the world do not care who you are. They do not want to help you. They just want to get past you or get out of your way or whatever it is you're doing. They don't want to be involved. And so it's hard to find people in life who kind of notice you and like want to help you for some reason. You know what I mean? It's hard to find that. Says, all right. Thank you very much. So that left a very strong impression on me, even at a young age. All right. Now we've got Miss Sarah. She says 1 spot in the Rayquaza, 10 Poke Shuffles, 2 live customs. Okay, Miss Sarah. People who take action. Just people who are like sensitive, like they have a level of an awareness that, you go, oh, hey, I think that occurs if you're also kind of an aware person. So I was kind of always keenly aware of all the people around me and what they were expressing on their faces and how they appeared to feel. I had like a sense of everybody around me. And she had that too. And I could tell she had it. So, we would end up doing googly eyes and all that stuff for a while. Let's see, 10 Poke Shuffles and 2 live costumes. Okay, put this here. Oops. All right. We got a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ta-da! Like a witch. What? All right. Oh, Lugia. That's right. Gotta look out for witches. You just pulled Houndoom, Sarah. You're doing very good all of a sudden. Houndoom? What do you mean you're pulling Houndoom? Lugia 017. That'll be the EX. Let's see. Give me a minute. The box is so full that I have to remove some slabs just to be able to shuffle through the rest. So that's this guy, is it not? Yes, it is. You're hitting the jackpot. And Lugia. There it is. All right. Oh, wait, we put these other ones back in. Tell me what you think. Mario's a witch. It's a me, Mario. She also ordered 2 live costumes. He does float. You'll float too. You'll float too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2 live costumes. 1, 2. 2 cold live customs. So it evens out a little bit between the 2 different breaks. All right. What are we doing with these, Sarah? Grabbing these. 1 spot in the Ray Ray. We already did that part for you. I believe we did. So I think we're just deciding on these. Keep Houndoom, reroll Lugia. Good choice. Markers running low. Poor Lugia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes. Oh, wait. No, this goes back in for 7, and your reroll is 6. That's how it works, right? Measure eat them like the guy that eats cards. He pisses me off. What? What are you talking about? All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Ooh. Very nice. I remember that girl I was talking about. We went on the pro-life march together. There you go. No luck this time, Miss Sarah. Just a cold reroll. That was a magical time. We were flirting the whole time, but we were still both pretty young, and you know, it was a Catholic thing. You didn't become girlfriend and boyfriend in that group. They didn't really allow that kind of stuff. They looked down on it. It is Evie and Parsect. Like boys and girls commingled, but no one dated. Like virtually no one. That there's a viral guy eating bulk. Ooh, that sounds like a really bad idea. You guys ever been to something like that? Pro-life march, pro-choice march? I went on the pro-life march, I think 3 times in my teenage years. Some of the best memories because for once I escaped my family. But no, it's very cool. I was in Washington, D.C. each time, and one of the times was an extended stay. It's not really a big surprise that my family was pro-life. It was a Catholic family of 11 children, so it doesn't get more pro-life than that. All right, parasect vending. All right. I like that kind of stuff too, not necessarily as an adult, my feelings on that subject's sort of like you can't really force people to let's see, 43. All right. You can't force somebody to want a baby though, so that's my perspective on it. And here's Evie. I'm not Catholic so much anymore, but back then I was pretty Catholic. Say vending. Mister, you're like a Mexican family. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Well, my dad was half Filipino. Maybe that has something to do with it. You never know. I hear Filipinos have a ton of kids. Maybe there's like a gene for that. $190 for the PSA 9 of this Eevee. Actually, extremely expensive. Yeah, maybe there's like a gene to it, having a lot of kids. I don't know what it is. Here it is. All right. I've been to a Pride March before. I went to the Pro-Life March 3 times. It takes place in Washington, D.C. in January. It's very cold, but it's like a magical feeling when you get there. There's so much there's so much energy in the air and there's counter protests. It's just very fascinating. And you walk up Capitol Hill and there's all these reporters, so you get to see all the major um, news companies. And there's just a lot of creativity that goes into, like groups will go and they'll make all these goofy signs and they'll be wearing goofy outfits. So there's a lot of energy to it, which I think is why there's so much political activism in America anyways, is because it's almost enjoyable. It's like, what would you rather do? Go on a trip to Washington, D.C., or go back to work. You know what I mean? Alejandro's next. He wants a whole box of 151 surprise. Here we go. All right. I've been to a nude beach before. You are now a senior. That's right. It was disgusting. Yeah, there was a nude beach in Cancun, Mexico. Did I tell you guys I went to Mexico and Cozumel one time? My parents couldn't really afford too much. They afforded one serious vacation. It was because my dad had saved up a bunch of frequent flyer points. And he did that because a big part of his job was actually travel. So he was able to save up a bunch of frequent flyer travel points. And we took one vacation as a family to Cozumel, and he spent all his flying points. He would fly almost every week for his job. His job required that. So he was out of town and he'd come back on the weekend. Then he'd be out there and then he would come back on the weekend. Maybe a month of that would go by and then he'd have like 2 weeks at home. So he flew a lot. And yeah, we went to Cozumel and they had a nude beach at some point. My mom was like, "You can't go over there." She was so worried we'd see naked people. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I get it. The nude beach just has a bunch of old people letting it all hang out. There we go. Do you know what? Those are normal looking people, bro. Everyone can't be 18 years old and oiled up like a corn star. I was a kid, all old people. Yeah, that's pretty spooky. All right, Alejandro Resendez. Here you go, man. Bunch of shriveled bits. Ew, that's not what I'm trying to see. Humans are really sexy for just a little while. It's like we're like how would you describe it? Ripe fruit or a blossoming flower. We're like that from in our young ages, basically, 18 to 25 or something. Then you start getting older, and now you're getting that extra mole, and your skin's getting flabby, and you're putting on weight, and you're just not the same. Hair starts growing out of your nose and your ears. That double chin comes in. And it ends the hot years of your body last for like 10 years, I want to say, unless you're like real fit or you're just genetically blessed. You ever notice that? Some people just stay hot forever. I think it's some of it, I think, is genes, some of it's lifestyle, some of it's stress. If you're a very high stress person, I don't think you stay as hot. But and some of it's just obesity. So if you stay skinny, that helps as well. But the age kind of sets in pretty fast and things start to sag real fast. Isn't that funny? So, ooh, look at that. And the funny part about the nude beach is by the time you've built up the confidence to go to the nude beach, you're probably not young anymore. It's, it's kind of like the BDSM swinger groups, and they're all like in their 30s and 40s or 50s and 60s. It's all older people. They're the only ones that have the confidence to do it. They're like, yeah, I'm experienced. Alejandro, you've got Master Ball Kabuto tops and shiny Wigglytuff. Congratulations, man. Rot fruit is crazy. I mean, it's kind of how it is, right? It's just kind of how it is. There you go. I remember being 18. I was 18 and I had a literal six pack. Literal six pack, hard AF. There we go. And I had a sexy girlfriend, and we went to Pound Town, and it was good stuff. There you go. All right. Alejandro, let's grab your box. Let's grab your bag. You have a bag, right? Oh, he says new bag. Okay, let's get you a new bag. It was easy to be so fit because I threw boxes for Target and I threw boxes for Sears. So I unloaded 2 trucks a day. It was just like a workout, all day workout. And you could eat anything you want, and your teeth were good, and your hair was thick and lush. No receding hairline. None of it. You know? When life was good. The old guy that the bottom of his sack is showing at the bottom of his short. What? I'm 36 and I have a six pack. It's not perfect, but it's there. Nice. That's a pretty good brag, actually. There we go. Did anyone see the Lego video Iran put out? It's crazy. Yeah, they've been making those. They've been making those That's what I was saying the other day. I was saying what's interesting about this war is there's so much propaganda. It's a propaganda war because militarily we've got Iran pretty much defeated. They have no air defense. We can just, for the most part, we can just fly our B 2 bombers over them and just blow everything to smithereens, and they can't stop it. The war is pretty much over in that way, and it's just a matter of if we want to do it or not. But people would talk like we lost the war, and you think about it, it's like, oh, this is about who's in control, who's in political power. This is about controlling narrative. This is about controlling perception, and you realize when it comes to war, it's mostly just that, isn't it? It's mostly just about controlling narratives, almost nothing else. You can lose a war, but if everyone believes the person who attacked you is a bad guy, you can isolate them, you know? It's really fascinating. So there's, I mean, or let's put it another way. You can be at war and mostly lose, but still strike back pretty hard by having control of the narrative. So I find that really fascinating. And I think more than usual, I think Iran fights very hard online on the internet. Okay, so let's see. They fight back real hard on the internet. I had a McDonald's fish fillet. Oh, look at this, Miss Sarah. I got this card for you. You got the Portgas de Ace. Look at that, Portgas. I run 5Ks. Oh, that's nice. I wish I had something to do. Wish I had something that like got me out there. Old man and a young man. So weird. All right, so give me a moment though. We are going to go ahead and take this card. I'm going to put it in a sleeve. Try pickleball. I did try pickleball. It was okay. It was all right. I played it with Karis. It was just okay. Can't say I loved it. 1, 2, and a 3. Some people seem to really like it. I felt like it was basically just different tennis. I didn't like with pickleball. I didn't like how low the ball stayed. The ball doesn't really bounce too hard. Deep breath. T10. Try oil wrestling. Ace. Lazy tennis. I don't want to call it lazy tennis either because it can get pretty rough. But especially if you watch how guys play in like a competitive tournament, you know, they turn it into ping pong. You know, they're hitting the ball so damn hard. It's actually looks pretty difficult. So, you know, there's people who can make it more competitive. Just comes down to, you know, how rough the person you're playing against is. That's tempting, isn't it? Baby oil. Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. We got one. Zapdos. He's going in as well. So Zapdos shall be the other one. All right. Oh, I love this music. This Yoshi song that's about to play. So nice. In Spain, they run from bulls as a sport. Yeah, that's cool. Zapdos. P10. Ooh, my ear's ringing. What the hell? You ever had your ear ring like really, really loud? Just kind of comes out of the blue, hit you like a truck. There you go. Actually, I was learning how that's just part of aging. Your ears will ring more than when you were younger. You know? You just be sitting there, and then your ear will just be like, and you're like, whoa, what was that? It goes back to normal in like a second. How many for quasi? It's like shell shock. Yeah, it's like shell shock. There you go. Got the 1,000-year stare. Yeah. Sitting in those World War I trenches, dying for nothing. Hey, welcome to World War One. There you go. Did you know that after this World War ends, about 100 years later, you're going to be a minority in your country? You're dying for nothing. It's not even going to be your country when you're done. 100 years from now. All right, so let's see what this is. We have an order from Mr. Tahua. He says one spot in the Rayquaza, and that's it. The Rayquaza is done. Sorry if you guys missed it. It is over. He was next. It was, in fact, his turn. In Hispanic culture, that means someone's taking a poupée. A poupée. All right, so that is number 17. Rayquaza did not last that long. He is indeed popular. What do you guys want for the next break? We could do that Staff Tyranitar. He's not bad. Basically, is that what's going on? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, whether you think that that's a good thing or a bad thing, all the um, demographic changes in Europe, whether it bothers you or not, it is interesting to think that the guys in World War One were in those trenches dying for their country, but it was like, no, you're not. You think you are. You think you are. You're not dying for your country. Not gonna be your country in 100 years. It will be someone else's country, dude. You won't be the ruler. Someone else will be the ruler. Your family won't live there. They'll have moved to Australia or UAE or something. I don't know. Everyone's migrating. Shows you how pointless war is the point of that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. Give it 100 years. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There it is, 17. We're in. All right, we're in the money. Let's get a bunch of cards in here. Stocking them up. Go fight and die for your country. What? My country? Are you sure? Are you sure it's going to be mine? All right. I think that that's actually a big subject these days is can you even get young men to go fight and die for these causes anymore? Like if you're a British dude, do you really want to go fight and die for Britain? If you're, if you're a French dude, you really want to go fight. And I mean like French, you know what I mean? Like he got that French DNA or something. If you're really a French dude, do you really want to fight and die for France anymore? I think that those ideas are kind of dying down over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think Frenchmen would die for France. I don't think they would die for, you know, the one world global government. Does that make sense? They don't want to die for the one world global socialist communist government where you go to work and then all your money goes to someone else. Your country's not your country. So these subjects are kind of swirling around in my head right now, I guess, because we're talking about pulling out of NATO. There we go. One of the things going on in the world, people. Do you guys like the world news? I love listening to the world news, finances, all that stuff. I love that stuff. I like to pay attention to it. I had this really good accounting teacher in college. He was so good, so enthusiastic, so motivated, and he taught so well. And he told me, you have to read the world news or you'll never be wealthy. He told me, to the degree that you read the world news, that is how good of a chance you have to develop wealth because it's really based on your understanding of how the world is shifting, how the world is changing. And this allows you to stay ahead of the trend. This allows you to make good predictions about what happens next, where to invest capital. So he wasn't just an accounting professor. He wanted to teach you how to be like a stock analyst. And he had a student that successfully became a stock analyst and was now working on a major news network. So he was so proud of that. He told us all the time about his success with that. And he was like, you gotta read the news, bro. So when I joined, I told this story before. When I joined his class, the first thing he makes you do is he makes you sign up for the Wall Street Journal. Give me a number. Do Frenchmen ever fight? I think they do. Baguette. You can't charge this man. He's not civilized and has the IQ of a rock. Sorry, rock. Okay, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. There's a big pull. The rare candy is always a big one. Okay, now let's bring these guys in. All right, good luck. I'm not in this one, so y'all are safe. I dropped my croissant. I've been around a little bit. Okay, so let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. I watched a video today of a drone show in China, and I was so shocked by how good it was. I'd seen the drone shows in China before, but this one was like on a whole nother level. It was really sophisticated. It was so sophisticated that they've got the drones mimicking like the wind blowing and little effects like that. It's like really shocking. All right. They've gotten pretty good at those drone shows, man. And I guess they broke like a world record, a Guinness World Record. Good for them, man. It's cool to see things happening, you know. Takes people with a lot of passion and skill to do stuff like that. You have a lot of passion. All right. Give me a number. Ooh. Very nice. Ooh, one. All right, one it is. Thank you so much. Place that there. Here's Joseph Smith. Sorry, Joseph. Here's Daniel Ramirez. Sorry, Daniel. Raul Mendoza. Oh, pulling the star right away. Okay, the star is out. Raul Mendoza. Okay, now we got Jeff Leone. Cold. Here's Savadi. Cold. Here's Nathan Norman. Cold. Here's Tahua. Cold. Nathan Norman. Whoa! Nathan Norman, maybe. Look at that. Hey, hey. Very nice. I'll set this to the side. This has to finish up and be correctly counted. So here's Eddie Berto. Don't get too excited yet. This has to finish up properly. Here's Nathan Norman. Cross your fingers that there's no mistakes. Chris Abruzzo. Here's Joseph Smith. We need one more light before the giveaway can start. Here's Jose Aquiles. We are. You should tell me what he said, Mr. Collector, in like a DM or something. I'm very curious. Here's Chris Abruzzo. Here's Rigoberto Gil. And here's 6. All right. Poor 6. She did not snipe this one either. 6, she was the sniping queen. Sniping queen. Ugh. I was JK. You were JK. Oh, we are. Can't be joking about that. Mr. Raoul. So, that'll be the manga. Okay, let's grab the manga. I love the Psyduck, but I'll take the Rayquaza. I'm afraid you can't do that. You're going to have to take the Psyduck. I've never won one, and I think that's for a reason. Shuffle's for the win. You know, Ivan Rodriguez would say the same thing. He was on like an 18 loss streak, and then all of a sudden he won one of the breaks. I don't remember which one. And then right afterwards, he won the Charizard break, and he was all the way back to even. He went from being 18 negative to probably being like 2 or 3 positive when it came to spots. So you'd be surprised if you can get lucky one time. Sometimes it can undo itself, all the damage you've done to your wallet. Then again, if you think about it, also that means somebody out there just has very bad luck and it never gets any better for them. Right? There it goes. It was about the superstition about the ringing ear. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Like your ears detecting that someone's trashing you. That's interesting. We are. All right. I was very good to John. I helped him when he had his whole issues. I helped him quite a bit. There we go. Oh, I got to put a strike through this. Grabbing this. There we go. Time to make a croissant ice cream sandwich. Look at that. That's nuts, man. Crazy how fast the second mega break went off. Okay. Setting that there. What do you guys think? You guys want a Could be a staff Tyranitar. You guys want a staff Tyranitar break? It's possible. Here's Shuppet, the puppet. Here's Darkrai. Here's Raichu. We got Nami, who should actually be 18 out of 32. Nami is now up to 18 out of 32. There we go. All right. I'm at 13 right now. What? That's pretty rough. I have to go make a breaks channel post. What is this? We're going to say Rayquaza Candy went to Nathan Norman. This occurred at 175 minutes. I'm a Gen 3 collector, so Rayquaza is my chase. Anything Gen 3? Let me think. Well, we have Tyranitar. Just kidding. What are these? Oh my gosh, look at all these Pikachus, man. I like Skeptile. Skeptile. Now begins the fun process of trying to find a new finding a new rare candy break. Come back here, you. Ooh. Flareon's cool. Man, that's cool. That peach is cool. Skeptile line is all my favorite time. Pichu Neo. Come on now. Meow, 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 meow. I swear, eBay's like breaking. That's from Bulgaria. So the cheapest one is pretty damn expensive, actually. Divided by 40. Ooh, we could do a 30. Okay, let's do it. It's a rare candy card, so why not? All right, guys, we're offering true vintage on this round. That's a vintage 10. It's a really big break. I got scammed on eBay today. Did you really? Hate to hear that, man. Oh, yeah. Doesn't get more rare candy than 1 in 36. That's almost a mega break. I gotta make sure I have 36 packs. I enjoy eating Pepperidge Farm cookies. All right. And this long wafer sticks. What? Do you like Nutty Buddies from Little Debbie? Here, look at that. Let me take a picture of this. Mm-hmm. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right. Take a picture of a couple of these, huh? Because I don't think we took a picture of these in the Discord before. This is the Bubblegum Mickey Mouse break. It's a $20 break. You guys might find that interesting. Where instead of hosting the waifu break this time, we have the Mickey Mouse break. Look at that lineup, man. So cool. Do you have a name for your workstation? Oof, hope eBay sides with you. eBay somehow delivered a fake package. 5 of the cameras and sent the time slot to eBay. All right. So, what time is it? Oh my God, it's already 3. Oh my God, we've already done 3 hours of work. Wow. How did the time go by so fast? We're not even done. We've got so many orders left. Here's Jose Achilles, one live custom. Here you go. We better speed it up, guys, because I gotta go to bed. Bop. All right, there's a bop. All right, you got one Betty Boop. That's for Jose Achilles. Pull one Betty Boop. This is a retro Mario poker card. PSA does grade those. And if they grade 10, they sell for a lot. That one has a very good chance at grading 10. Did you know that? It's a perfectly fresh one. And I just like to hand those out because they're so nice. Thank you, Mr. Jose Achilles. Now, we have an order from Dylan Chan, who says 1 box of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. You got it. Box of Sneaker Bunko. Man, I didn't even realize so much time passed by. I felt like the blink of an eye, man. I blinked and 3 hours were over. It's like playing video games almost. You ever start playing a video game and then you look up at the clock and the day's over? You're like, what the? You start playing video games at like 8 and all of a sudden it's 3 a.m. in the morning. All right, there we go. Ooh. There's your box topper. Not a lucky box topper this time. Okay. I remember those days on Call of Duty, World at War. Call of Booty. Snipping that. Snipping this. And snipping this. There we go. There we go. So nice. What do we got here? We've got hollow number 1, hollow number 2, pink hair girl. Oh, yes. Okay. Yashuma. Back when Call of Duty was actually fun. Yeah. Back in the day when they were innovating new ideas and we were experiencing things for the first time. Call of Duty and Black Eyed Peas, bro. System of a Down. They are. And Disturbed. And Monster Energy. Halo 3. I remember. Do you remember? I remember. Oh, this is a very obvious feet card. Look at those feet, bro. Okay. Surge soda. I never had Surge. I will say that. I never had Surge. Yeah. Everyone talks about Surge, and then didn't they like bring it back as an energy drink or something? Yes. All right. Let's see. Okay. It's all about Mountain Dew Halo collab. Rainbow Six. Yeah, Rainbow Six. That was one. It's another one. I don't remember the name of the. There was a couple shooters that were really prominent. I remember actually really early on, Tom Clancy's was kind of popular. Remember Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon? That kind of fell off. Of course, if you go before that point, it was all about James Bond. They had a couple James Bond games that were doing well. Dylan Chan, thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it. Me like a Code Red. Let's see. I had limited access to sodas. When I was a kid, the only thing I was allowed to drink was water, and that was a super strict rule. Really never had sodas until I left home. Then I could just drink what I wanted. And I was like, ooh, soda. Oh, then soda ruined me. Joshua Ramos. One live custom, two wait, did we get all of that other order done correctly? Let me just double check that. Yeah. So Joshua Ramos, one live custom. Here goes. I used to drink Code Red so much people called me it instead of my name. Couldn't wait to have your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here goes. Do Meloetta. Azuetta, Chocaloetta. To Crimson Haze. Crimson Haze. Not Crimson Invasion, which we opened the other night. We opened Crimson Invasion the other night. 3 Snow Hazard. Oh, Crimson Haze is Japanese. Haha. Crimson Haze. And what's the other one? Snow Hazard. Yes. Okay. Looking for stuff. Okay. So you're going to have 2 of these. You're going to have. That's Future Flash. What's this? Future Flash? Nobody orders Future Flash. So 1, 2, and 3. We got it? Yeah. Got it. And now 3 Korean Infernos. Where are those being kept? Here they are. All right. I like the Magikarp. Oh. 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 Very good. Oops. Oh, what a lovely day. It's just a bummer. PSA needs ages to come back. You know, tag grading's a lot faster. But yeah, PSA is pretty slow. Oops. Here's the tentacle arms. Oh, yes. A cold one. A cold one. A cold one. Oh, man, that was rough. There's Squawkabilly. Did you get my order for the second spot in Jungle, didn't you? I think I missed it. Oh, you know, I'm not sure if I did. Here's this. I didn't earlier. Here's Ambipom. I can check the current queue, though, and make sure maybe it's in there. Thank you so much, Joshua Ramos. Joshua. When we're here in the stream talking together, what would you guys say is your favorite subject that I discuss sometimes? What do you guys love when I'm talking about different subjects? What do you enjoy? What do you find yourself enjoying the most? It's a little survey for the stream crowd. Oh my God. Is this box empty? It is empty. That's so dumb. All right. The box is just gonna end up getting pushed back every time because it's empty. Must have passed over. It was long ago. All right, let's take a quick look into that Jungle Pack break. So I did receive one order for the Jungle Pack break, right? That's what we have in here. We have 2 spots, but this was already there. So you're saying you should have a total of 3 spots, correct? Card economy, you like it when I just talk about. Okay, so hold on. Before we do you, Miss Sarah, let's take a look at this. So Joseph Smith, Mark J. Valerian, Ivan Rodriguez. Let's rewind it. Does it not let me rewind it? I really like when you talk about the market and what's booming. So pretty much like useful information. Give me a moment. This is so confusing. Jose Achilles, one live custom. Now we already did that one, right? And then it's Taihua, Matthew, Joseph, Jose, Javier. Chris, Joseph, Mark, Marius, Chris, Joseph, Raphael, Mark, Tyler Davis. So here's Tyler Davis. Jungle Pack split. Thanks, Mister. And now we're scrolling back up further. Can you just double check and make sure you sent 2 of them real fast? Because I'm not actually seeing a second one at all. You double check that real fast, okay? And actually, Miss Sarah, I don't think it's your turn yet. You've waited 26 minutes. I actually think it might be Joseph Smith's turn. He ordered a 151 surprise and a pokey shuffle. So it's actually his turn next. Here it is. 151 surprise and a pokey shuffle, Joseph Smith. It is the time you had ran away from home and got an apartment. It is. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I should have just 2 spots, but yeah, I'll double check. If you should only have 2 spots, it looks like I got them both. Boop. All right, there's Whimsicott. So Whimsicott is the snipe, and then here is your 151 surprise. Really like it when you talk about the market, giving tips and advice on online rip and ship for TCG. Here we go. My advice is buy high, sell low. There we go. My advice is you always want the customer that says, "What's the lowest price you can do on this?" That's for Joseph Smith. What's the best price you can do on this? Is this your best price? What's your lowest price? Joey Albrecht. Is this your lowest price on this card? Let's see. Joseph Smith. New bag time? New bag time. Asking myself, what is all in the live customs? Oh, it's all kind of cool stuff. And those there live customs. Here you go. Finance and politics, says Ryzen. There you go. All right, thank you. Here's Ivan Rodriguez, tag 9, Monkey D. Luffy. You got it, man. Here he is. Oh, yes. Thank you, Ivan. Buy high, sell low. I think some of the most useful advice is just that a lot of the time you make money when there's a mismatch between, like a motivated buyer and a motivated seller. There you go. Like when I was a kid, I was an expert at knowing what everybody liked. So if this guy liked Slowbro and this guy liked Electabuzz, what I would do is I'd buy Slowbro from him and I'd buy Electabuzz from him, and then I would trade. So this guy doesn't care about Electabuzz. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'll sell you Electabuzz for cheap." And this guy over here doesn't care about Slowbro. He's like, "Yeah, I'll sell you Slowbro for cheap." And then you trade because this guy over here does love Slowbro, and you can trade the Slowbro quite aggressively with him. And this guy over here loves Electabuzz, so you can trade your Electabuzz quite aggressively with him. So understanding that there's sometimes somebody's junk that they don't want is another person's treasure. That's a big deal, I'd say, with Pokemon cards in particular. People are often ready to get rid of the ones they don't like, and it'll always be that way. I'm suspect to that myself. Like if there's a card I just don't like it, I'll just get rid of it. Who cares? Just let it go. 10 pokey shuffles. But that's where a lot of the margin can kind of kick in, is in those differences. Miss Sarah, 10 pokey shuffles. Are you ready, Sarah? All right. I like it when you talk about alpha male subjects. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Welcome to the manosphere. I'm tired of these women. We are. Let's see. Oh, that's rough. I'm so sorry, Sarah. Sarah, I think you have had some really tough luck on those pokey shuffles, but I can't say that because I think your last round was actually pretty hot, wasn't it? You had a hot round just before this one, didn't you? All right, that's a cold round that time, and then 5 perfect orders and 2 live costumes. All right. There's Phantasmal. Wrong set. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is it so cold, the shuffles? Sometimes the hot, sometimes the cold. Sometimes they're in the box 5 days old. I need to learn some German nursery rhymes. Like Der Mond ist aufgegangen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. We need to give you 2. Der Mond ist aufgegangen. I don't remember. I used to know that one. Oops. Oh, Mickey. Oh, no. There we are. All right. Ooh, 5 perfect shuffles. Perfect orders. Sniffing this. Sniffing this. Squishing this one. And sniping that one. And flipping that one. All right, there we go. We got all 5 of these. Miss Sarah, you're going to pull, oh yes, reverse hollow Gengar. Ooh. Here's Esper Blade. Ooh. And Dugong. And Potion Landorus. You forgot to do 1, 2, 3 in the live customs. You know, I felt like I forgot to do 1, 2, 3. So hold on. If that's true, if I really forgot to do 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna go fix that for her. Okay. Do you have thoughts on the perfect order yet? Not a bad set. It's got a holographic Snorlax, holographic Gengar in it. Some of the cards are kind of nice looking. It's definitely not a top tier set though, but it's like it's not meaningless to open either. Like, yeah, you got reverse hollow Gengar, reverse hollow Snorlax, and you got a couple decent ARs like Rowlet. You got the Dene's kind of decent. You got Clefairy's in there, Mega Clefable. So, and then there's some girl cards that people like. But let's go ahead and take these 2 back. We might be able to actually find out exactly what she was supposed to get, right? That Gengar is scary. So, so she was supposed to receive 1, 2, 3 to the back like that, huh? And then 1, 2. All right, so these are Sarah's real live custom pulls. Good luck, Sarah. Oh, very different outcome. All right. Maybe the Rayquaza. Let's find out. Cherry. Oh, that's going to be Charizard. Miss Sarah. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, here he is. 1 Charizard. Thanks for catching that. The rules officially state when I make a mistake like that, that we consider it part of the RNG. So it could have gone the other way. I could have said like, nah, we're just going to leave it alone. But, you know, in this case, I was able to fix it pretty easily. All right, here's Sarah going. In other words, what I'm trying to say is we don't always fix it. Sometimes we let it play out that way. I like to fix it if I can, though, you know. Sometimes it's very hard to fix because it's like maybe somebody else has already gone. And then, you know, so it's like a turn later and you're like, I don't want to mess with the box anymore. Yeah, the official rule is if I forget to do the little mini shuffle at the beginning, that's part of the RNG. My dumb brain, my dumb brain is part of the RNG. My ability to make an error as a human. Here you go, Sarah. Congratulations. Okay. Not bad. Now I think we're done, guys. We hit 40 likes. Look at you guys hitting 40 likes. Good for you. Let's head over to the Oscar giveaway. This is the Oscar giveaway. It's worth $95. I'm going to hit refresh. Usually you die hard on rules. I remember I think it was Snorlax or something on the break rule. It just depends on some of the conditions at the moment. We're going to say Oscar. Oscar's the keyword. You know, so like if it goes by and nobody notices for a while and then you notice a little while later, I'm not going to fix that. We're just going to let it, we're going to say that was the RNG that day. The accidental winner at $50 slab. Things get, excuse me, things can get messy. Whoa, it's already 3:36. No more orders, guys. No more orders. We're wrapping up. Thank you, everyone, for the big orders. I appreciate it tonight. Wow. Busy stream, man. Busy ass stream. Oh, and there appears to be one more order in the queue that I did not see. Oh my gosh. Nathan Norman, 15 prismatic evolution. So we're going to service that as well. Okay. Don't worry, Nathan North. It's a good problem. Yeah, don't worry, Nathan. We're going to service that as well. So let me jump over here. We're going to have Aunt's Tacos going in. Number 2 shall be Andy Man. Number 3 is going to be Lurkin Lowry, Carlton Wicks. All right, just a few this time. It's a bigger break. Here we are. All right. Now, I need to go get a whole box of 151 for, I'm sorry, a prismatic for Nathan Norman. You got it, man. All right, here we are. Good. Good. Plug this back in. I think you forgot my order, mister, says Mr. Mark. Tell me about your order, Mr. Mark. You might be right, actually. I'm going to check. It's a PayPal order, isn't it? Sorry, the night's just stretching on longer than it's supposed to. All right. Snipping this. This guy waited a while for this. He waited like an hour. Can't be forgetting Mark. You're right. All right. All right. We'll count this up. Make sure it's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So here it is, 15 packs. Let's try and grab another Umbreon. I put in PayPal. It was supposed to be a spot for Rayquaza, but I was too late. I get an old maid Mew on the right side. Ooh, we can do that for you. Okay. Here's this. Archulodon. Something behind him. Something kind of stuck behind him. Fezandipity. Oh, that'll be a Master Ball. A Master Ball Fezandipity. All right. Oops. Okay. Thank you, Mr. My Hatsune Miko Pillow is pleased. Oh my God. Here's Goldeen. Here's Atticus. Oh. Here's Slowpoke Dunsparce. Fluttermane. Oh, yes. Fluttermane. Execute. Oh. Heatran. Look at that Heatran. Okay, more Dun Sparse. Mr. Nathan Norman, remember you can trade these hollows in if you don't want them. We are. Here's a Cypher Maniac. And here's Houndour. And here's, oops, Pinsir. What? You're back 6. You're back 6. My back. The old make cards are pretty cool, aren't they? They're pretty interesting in my opinion. In my official opinion. All right, so you got a lot of hollows from Prismatic. Tons of hollows. Nathan, I've seen some gentlemen go pretty deep on this set. Here's Heatran, Fluttermane, Master Ball, Atticus, Archelodon, and Pheasantipity. Dippity-doo-dah, dippity-ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Thank you, Nathan Norman. Appreciate it, man. Oh, here it is, right in the middle. Mark J. Valerian, one spot in the Rayquaza. You're going to snipe this Mew instead. It is a Mew. All right, cool, man. Making some money just in time to pay Mr. Mike Side. I got to pay Mike Side a whole bunch of money. All right. Okay. I think we're done, guys. Hopping off for the night. Tomorrow, we're going to continue Mr. Oscar's very generous Gengar giveaway. See you there, guys. I will see you for the Friday daytime stream. I'll see you for the Friday daytime stream. See you there, everybody.